Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Be nice, try it. Thank you for being a member. We did so much walking yesterday. I was so tired. I slept in today. Actually, just woke up not too long ago. It was nice. And of course, I caught up on everything that was going on. And no surprise. No surprises at all. Good morning, Captain Lee. Okay. I do not have. I forgot to hide on Kick, silly me. Give me just a second. Hey, everybody. Good morning, Roberta. Sarah Coon, Nikki, Glenda, Bayou, John. Where's your warrant? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. We forgot to hide. Oh my gosh, they're gonna find us. What do we do? What do we do? Uh, what does that mean, Kathy? What the hell does that mean? Elaborate, please. I'm so confused. I think I will be. Don't mind if I do. I will be whatever you need, Kathy. Butter, good morning. I bet she thinks PL bankruptcy will get her out of this. We're going to get all into it. We will get all into it. Oh my goodness. You sound rested at ease. Thank you. I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. Apple bottom jeans. Good morning. Applebot, was that you the other day? We knew there was going to be a midnight stream. You can't hide from me in your safe place channel. God damn it. It's just not safe around here anywhere. But thank you for the full quarters. Good morning, Watermelon. What a weight off your shoulders. But I knew her. Once in the chat, if everybody knew, let's not even play around. Let's get into it. Once in the chat, if everybody knew that Brittany was going to pull exactly what she pulled, that she wasn't going to speak about it because Craig was going to be in the room, that she was going to say I was lying, that if you guys only knew, she did this every single time we had a court appearance. Granny's lying to you all. That's not what happened. The judge didn't make that ruling. Every single time. You don't have to be scared over here, Beth. We're not the scary ones, honey. You'll be okay over here. I assure you, we're not the ones that you should be concerned with. Stay, and hang out with us. Don't hide in the bush. We will protect you in our safe space. Look at all the ones. So predictable. Every single time this is what she does. But what happened to the confidence of the night before? What happened to the confidence of, oh, they're not going to grant it, give me prayers, all of that, right? She always comes on here and says that I'm the liar, that I'm not telling the truth. Well, how would you know? You didn't even appear. I forgot to put on Lucia. I will. New kid, thank you so much for the 20 months. 58 and fabulous. I'm happy for your results yesterday. Thank you. I'm happy too. I'm happy too because it needed to happen. And we actually spared her. So the fact that she's like pulling what she's pulling again, but we knew she would. Granny's not telling the truth. Okay. That's weird. Thank you for the watermelon. I had 3 people there with me. I had Angel, Barbecue, should be ashamed. Plus my lawyer was there. So what am I not telling the truth about? Missy Lou, thank you so much. Lisa, thank you. I have to go back and read all of the comments yesterday. You guys were amazing. It was overwhelming. I did not get to them all. And of course, I actually was out and about too. So it was hard to even engage. Thank you to B. Tim and Clue for coming up. Crimson Moon with the 25 months. So happy for you, Jess. Get it? Well, here's the thing. I feel like the only thing I feel like is celebratory on is the fact that We got to remember where this stemmed from. This stemmed from a few months back when Brittany decided, and this time last year, she was going to have a fundraiser to stop the harassment, stop the bullying. Actually, let me pull that back up so people can remember it. That's where this all originated from. Give me one quick second. And with the loads and loads of money she raised, all she sent out was 4 C&Ds. That's it, that's all. And the C&Ds misquoted law, lied about things, and were overall ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I respond. As the C&D tells me to, I respond. Here it is. I respond to it to avoid the possibility of being sued in another state. We're going to go right through it because we're not going to let this heifer keep lying. She's not a victim of nothing. Again, the only thing she's a victim of is her own stupidity. Hey, Granny and Chad, had to catch stream yesterday on replay, but congrats, girl. Thank you so much. Lisa with the 10 months, we made an overdue baby. That means they're healthy. I'm not. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want kick. I was only on YouTube, but I can throw kick up. I forgot to set it up, but it'll take 2 seconds. I couldn't afford, nor was I going to take the risk. Be nice, try it. Like there was no need for me to sit by and allow myself to be sued in another state. That would have been stupid, especially when it would have been baseless again. And I'm tired of these idiots with their baseless claims. She always acts like she's a victim of something. You're a victim of your own stupidity. That's it. That's all. Nobody's done anything to you. Okay, we got ones. Give me 1 second. After I show this, I'll put it up, okay? So here's the C&D. Defamation, harassment, and invasion of privacy against Miss Brittany Jackson. This firm has been retained to represent Miss Brittany Jackson. We are writing to demand that you immediately cease and desist from engaging in defamatory, harassing, otherwise unlawful conduct directed at our client. Goes on to say that these are defamatory remarks that I've made and they have preserved the evidence. On July 18th and 19th, during live stream on your channel, you displayed and discussed a confidential domestic violence report involving Miss Jackson without her consent. In communication with another creator who's now Brittany's moderator, okay? Keep this in mind as we're reading this. This is Brittany's moderator. How long is it going to be before you can enforce BJ to start paying up 10K? She owes you. I'll find out and let you know. In exchange for his report, invite them onto your live stream and share his contents. You stated, I didn't realize it was a beatdown. I'm not proud to have put it out there, but maybe it explains why Brittany is on here projecting her miserable life. North Carolina law recognizes public disclosure of private facts and intrusion upon exclusion as actual torts. Okay? By unlawfully exposing Miss Jackson's personal sensitive information, particularly concerning domestic violence and her children, you have committed a serious invasion of her privacy. For the record, that was publicly available via a FOIA. That is not invasion of privacy. Oh, Daisy girl, you're going to have so much fun. So this is not actionable. We start off a cease and desist letter with bullshit. Non-actionable bullshit. Okay? We go down. You declared if Brittany wants to go real life on people with frivolous lawsuits, then she has opened the door for this. Now she has a taste of what she has done to others, and it fucking sucks. You further allege that Miss Jackson does not live in a happy ever after and suggested her legal filings were frivolous litigation. They quoted these two things as being defamatory. One in the chat, if you believe these statements are not defamatory. Two in the chat, if you believe they're defamatory. One for not defamatory, two for defamatory. What is defamatory about saying, I believe she does not live a happy ever after? And she was deemed a frivolous litigant. That is fact. In another live stream, you stated, no, I won't leave her alone. Why would I leave someone alone who threw me in a frivolous litigation and accused me of a fucking crime? These statements are false, malicious, and damaging to Brittany's reputation. Then this lawyer goes on to claim that these are defamation per se. So I'm guessing she never told her lawyer the truth. She didn't tell her lawyer about what was really happening in PA. And we know now that she didn't. Okay? We know she didn't because we've seen the communications come out where she lied. She lied to Rancher and told him that they won the appeal. She's a liar. She lies to her own lawyer. Okay? Who the fuck lies to a lawyer? The lawyer's the one person you're supposed to be honest with. Right. And what reputation? Crafted. Right. Mary Poppins, thank you. 7 months. Thank you. I appreciate you. So stupid. Incitement of online harassment. During your live streams, numerous defamatory and abusive comments were made by viewers, including statements such as, BJ isn't scared of Craig. She doesn't care that he beats her ass. Beats her ass. She's pathetic and chose this life. Now, of course, they don't say who made that comment, when they made it. And I'll tell you, the God's honest truth, back then I would have deleted that comment. I would have never allowed that comment. Your hosting of this content, active participation, encouragement of these remarks constitute a form of cyber harassment. I hear a lot of lolcows talking about what's breaking laws and what's not. Pursue me. Pursue me. You expressly agreed with or minimized abuse directed at Ms. Jackson, including respondent's commentary that if her partner assaulted her, that's on her and she deserves it. That's not true. What I said is, you chose to stay, and that's on you. That's on her. People were saying Craig is verbally abusive to her, and I said, well, then, she chose to stay. These remarks are not only false, but also reckless, malicious, and designed to subject Ms. Jackson to public hatred, contempt, and ridicule. Blah, blah, blah. You have also directed threats, harassment, and intimidation towards Ms. Jackson's moderators. Imagine putting these people in here. Boston, Trigger, Samantha, Joy, Kel, Shayna, Ivy Lake, goofy as hell. So, this is what she sends me. And it states for me to reply to them and that I can I can pay Brittany money to have right here, remit monetary compensation. So if I go ahead and do that, we can make this stop. She won't pursue me. Oh, she lied. She lied to Rancher. Lurker, thank you. Member for 15 months. Thank you. Been on a break, went to Hartley to catch up. Congratulations on your win, Granny. Thank you. No, and I never spoke about her mods. I actually avoid talking about people's mods. Although I am going to start highlighting those who are going at my mods. We're going to go at their mods because I'm going to be a petty bitch. That is extortion. It was brought up in the courtroom that they wanted money from me. So this is what we get, right? And of course, that was not certified mail. It wasn't served to me. It was dropped off. Overnight shipping. That's what that was. That is what brought us to the courtroom yesterday. Brought me because, of course, as always, Brittany doesn't show up. Brittany has never shown up to anything she's supposed to show up to. So, as you all know, I respond back. I respond back to no other than good old Rancher. And I send a link of Craig threatening me. And I tell him I will not be ceasing. I will not be doing what you want me to do. And I also warn him that if he takes down my YouTube channel as his clients have stated he was retained to do. I will pursue him and his clients. And Brancher never responds. Brancher does not respond to me. So then I get my lawyer involved. And that's why the bill's only $10,000, Brittany. I respond the very next day. I am in receipt of your cease and desist letter dated September 10th and overnight mailed on September 18th. Okay, that's the other thing. They were dated for September 10th and mailed out a week and a half later. The claims and allegations contained thereto are epithely denied. For your edification, your C&D misstates facts and law throughout your imperious missive. More specifically, your allegations of publishing confidential domestic abuse records, engaging in cyber harassment, and making threats towards Brittany's moderators are strictly denied. Shall you further action, you and your client will face a counteraction, and once terminated in my favor, your client will face another malicious prosecution action. The materials you reference as confidential records were obtained lawfully through a Freedom of Information Act and were not subject to any confidentiality order, protective order, or statutory restrictions on disclosure. The records are public by law. Falls under First Amendment. Contrary to your claim, it is not an actionable tort, protected by First Amendment, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, even if your analysis even if this analysis is incorrect, the onus of responsibility falls on the police department that released that information. Any online commentary regarding this matter consists of constitutionally protected opinion and fair comment on a matter of public concern. A court in Pennsylvania has already determined your client is at minimum a limited public figure. Your claims are targeted harassment, stalking, or unlawful behavior as defined under applicable state or federal law lacks merit. Allegations of threats. At no time were threats explicit or implicit made towards Brittany's moderators or any other parties. These allegations are entirely baseless and unsupported. Defamation clarification. Your allegations concerning defamatory statements are strictly denied. Any statement consists of verifiable facts and constitutionally protected opinions on matters of public concern, which are not actionable. They do not meet the legal threshold for defamation because they are either true, substantially true, or protected opinion. Public figure. Your client is stated herein is considered a limited purpose public figure. So I respond, he doesn't. Okay. Operating a YouTube channel, voluntarily thrusting herself into a public controversy by joining as a plaintiff in litigation related to the highly publicized case of a missing child, Sebastian Rogers, and by publicly accusing multiple YouTube creators of operating a RICO enterprise. Her claims thereto were rebuked in toto by a court. She sought relief. Just as important, this court, as stated, found your client to be at minimum a limited public figure. You should be well aware of any public commentary on your client's actions and statements as constitutionally protected speech. Your claim that I am responsible for others discussing her is false and therefore lacks any merit. To the contrary, your client's own public actions and controversial decisions are what draw public attention. Given your client's stature as a limited purpose public figure and the Court of Pennsylvania's prior finding that her litigation joined because it was free was deemed frivolous. These further legal threats are only an attempt to mitigate the damages she will owe jointly and severally with her other co-defendants, or by a continued attempt to chill free speech. Your client's continued conduct may constitute abuse of process and harassment. Make no mistake, your client is repeatedly engaged in conduct that I believe to be harassing, defamatory, and retaliatory. She continues to make public statements about me despite the litigation she sought in Pennsylvania. My prior request that she cease doing so, and my many attempts at a peaceful resolution, and instead of de-escalating, she has escalated the situation by sending a cease and desist letter. This pattern of behavior strengthens my belief these actions are intended to intimidate and silence me rather than resolve any legitimate purpose. So I was laying the groundwork down because I knew what we were going to do. Okay? That's what you're reading here. Improper use of threats to interfere with business has been made clear by your client and her boyfriend, Roger Craig Black, that her intention is not to pursue litigation to its conclusion, but rather to use the threat of litigation as leverage to submit complaints to Team YouTube. If your client proceeds with such actions, please be advised all available legal remedies will be pursued against her and your office for any further conduct. Perhaps you should get a hold of the opinion and order of the Pennsylvania court where your client will be paying attorney fees for her conduct. Note, she also has to address a pending motion for punitive damages. Given the words of your client, her partner, Roger Black, the timing and content of your C&D letter, without a doubt, is retaliatory in nature and directly connected to the Pennsylvania litigation in which I prevailed. Your client can continue jurisdiction hopping, seeking someone to listen to frivolous nonsense in an effort to silence free speech. Your efforts will prove futile and subject your client to even more damages awarded against her. Accordingly, your demands are rejected. In the interim, the exercise of my lawful rights on matters of public concern and based on words and conduct that your limited public figure client makes public via her YouTube channel are reserved herein. Most importantly, my rights are reserved to defend against your client's continuous false accusations she spews, including on the date of the cease and desist was received. That said, if you possess evidence supporting her claims that counter the above, kindly provide same for my review. That's what brought us into a courtroom. Right, she waited till Craig left the room. I heard all about it. So Brittany sits over there and acts like she's some sort of, she's just this victim. How could these people drag her into a courtroom? Reality, who claims she's had plenty of civil experience, states that I'm just so happy. Not that I'm just responding. Not that I'm just protecting myself and my channel from more bullshit lawsuits. And apparently the courts recognized it, okay? Where's the part that Granny told that judge that I talk about her every night? I don't know where that part is, but I had the part where her own co-plaintiff raised his hand in a courtroom and stated as much. Stated that Brittany is my aggressor, that Brittany keeps it going. Okay. Lady Kate, thank you so much for the flowers. She waited to say that until he left the room. Well, tell us you're lying without telling us, Wheezy. He's going to find out when her money starts going bye-bye. Yeah, I heard she's saying things like she doesn't have, I'm lying. I'm lying. She can't wait till you all find out the truth. Pay shit. She always said that, though. Every court hearing, she comes out and says that. Granny's lying about what happened. Not one time has she proven I lied. But let's hear her before court. Let's hear how excited Brittany was before court. The confidence they had.
Yeah. I mean, Blissful, there's not really anything to share, to be perfectly honest with you, other than I gotta be in court in the morning. I mean, there's really not really much more to say other than that.
They're all interested in that, huh?
Just a bunch more frivolous.
I'll be back.
I mean, to me, this is weaponization of the courts. The same as
that's weaponization of the courts. Okay. That's weaponization of the courts, not her who scammed her audience, requesting $10,000 a month to make the harassment stop, just to turn around and do nothing. Send out 4-week C&Ds. Okay. Also, let's not forget, Brittany's whole intent behind all of this was to take down channels. Dear Ms. Jackson, this letter serves as a formal legal notice regarding your conduct toward me and my business interests. It's come to my attention that you have stated your intention is to use the threat of litigation not to resolve legitimate claims through the courts, but to submit complaints to Team YouTube in an attempt to have our channels and related business operations removed. If carried out, constitutes tortious interference, harassment, intentional infliction of emotional stress, blah, blah, blah. So I sent this along with my response to the C&D to Brittany's lawyer. I also sent a timeline of events because I know Brittany's not telling them the truth of what's going on. 3 does. Thank you so much for being a member for 11 months. She does that all the time, that Michelle. Every time we've had a court hearing, she's acting like there was something up her sleeve. Remember what she said? They had a nice surprise for me for court. Brittany thinks I don't know what's going on. That's her biggest issue. I'm always 5 steps ahead of you, Brittany. Please, you are sleeping and nodding out while I am up and at it. Please. Here we go. Timeline of events. And then I sent the lovely clip of Craig waving around a pistol and threatening my channel and my life. I still say you should change your name on Kick to Granny's Hiding just to mess with certain people. That's what she's always said, hasn't she, Katie Joy? Exactly, will be. She filed litigation against Granny, but Granny's legal response to her actions is weaponizing the courts. Make that make sense. It's that type of gaslighting that makes you just want to bang your head. I don't own anybody nothing, I think it was. Probably. Probably.
Other people say that, you know, they claim that the RICO is the same that they claim Julie did. This is just another thing to try to retaliate. That's really all I got to say. If anybody wants to say a prayer, I would greatly appreciate it more than you.
How's it? What am I retaliating against? The threat to sue me in another state? Yeah. Do we have that? Anybody have the clips of Brittany saying it was a soft? It was a soft pitch. I thought I was throwing a hard ball, but it was a soft pitch. Her in reality saying this is something you only get if you rent a room from somebody. Thank you so much, Miss Liverbird, for the gifted membership. She brought litigation twice to Granny, but Granny is the problem. Not only that, but remember, while waiting for these C&D letters, Brittany and Craig were live nightly, threatening people's channels. I think Just Saying has a video on just that. How many times they threatened to take down people's channels. That they're suing for defamation, they're going to take down channels, all of that. I responded in a legal format to a legal document, and I legally won. And they're mad about it. They are so mad about it. Right, it's not retaliatory, it's responsive. In Brittany's world, though, she's a victim of everything, never her own stupidity. Because Angela even put out communications she had with Brittany. And in the communications, Angela's telling her, you have to respond to this, Brittany. We had Nick come out here and admit that he put out, or he told Brittany, you have to respond to this. We're not going to represent you. You could probably find a lawyer, blah, blah, blah. You could probably find a lawyer for $3,000 to respond to this declaratory judgment. One's in the chat if we remember that. I'll pull it all up. What you're not going to do is switch the timeline to the new subscribers that you're purchasing over there, okay? That's what you're not going to do. I responded legally to your legal threat. You didn't even know the merit board was over. Me and Boston told you, so I'd call War Eagle a fail. Yeah, remember that too. When Brittany was saying that I'm a liar and it hasn't even gone to appellate court yet, but yet the panel already met like a month prior. She just didn't know that. I remember that. There, now you know everything. Next time your Discord is about to bail, I won't step in. Some of them were just whatever. It's hard to see on a computer. Here goes Diana telling Brittany that Brittany should file for bankruptcy. Granny or Christ saying you lost twice. Yeah, he did. And then he said he's going to sue me again. Because she doesn't tell the truth. She doesn't tell the truth to Craig about what's going on. And she never has. And she likely never will. Oh, Brittany decides to show her mods the baby on a private Discord call. The same day that Brittany lost in court. Kathy, thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Good morning. That's interesting. Probably worried that they're going to walk away. Because BJ hates the truth. Thank you, Brianna. Her minions gave her some really bad advice. She's an angry bird. That one's just a reject because we ruined their plan. We knew what their plan was. We knew what their plan was for at least 2 weeks. Brittany thinks again that she's ahead of anybody. You're not. You're nodding out as we're doing business. Okay. Your own co-plaintiff stated that you wait till the middle of the night to try to call lawyers. That's what you do. You're not ahead of anybody with this. Proud you never back down. Thank you. Be nice. So Brittany has me in open litigation in Pennsylvania, okay? Already won. And she said, and we're now in appellate court, and she sends me a C&D. I already have spinoff litigation from Tony, okay, in Oklahoma, and I don't know if Brittany is going to follow through or not. I never believed she was going to follow through, but I believe she was going to take the fact that we didn't respond and take it to YouTube Legal and say, look, I sought resolution. They didn't stop, which is why I responded. I called her bluff because she literally was writing in chats that she doesn't expect us to respond because she's an idiot that every time she thinks she has like a card that will win, she brags about it everywhere. So we knew what the move was. So that's what I did. I responded. She said last night they learned something during court that is going to change your verdict yesterday. Yeah, please, Christina Rain. They always say shit like that. Nothing's going to change the verdict. You know why? Because we already won. Because the declaratory judgment was already granted. There was no argument to be had. And what you have to do is prove that somebody brought it with, sent the C&D with bad intent. And we proved it. And we have all the proof. And Brittany not appearing yesterday was more proof. She never responded to any of the filings. She never responded to any of the, whatchamacallits, the documents that were sent to her. She ignored every step of the way and then didn't show up to court, even though she knew for weeks now. And was in a chat, if you recall, Brittany admitting that my lawyer sent her a reminder about the court. All of that was brought up. So she was aware she had court. She thought she could wait last minute. She could call them and get out of it and use the baby as always. And, you know, just skate on by again. Not going to happen. Didn't happen. Now, Brittany can appeal this, and we wish her the best of luck in doing so. Matter of fact, the judge expects her to appeal it. Okay, prepared for it. And we're prepared for it too. Because the more she brings me into a courtroom, the more she threatens legal action, the more the punitives and the countersuit rises. BJ, the judge's tired of your ass. It is a good thing BJ didn't show up. Well, this isn't the same judge. She wanted money and an amount to be negotiated. Yep. And then didn't respond to negotiation because she really wants to take down channels. She doesn't, Choo-Choo. Choo-Choo said, I don't think BJ realizes you won that judgment months ago. Yesterday was about attorney fees only. Keep letting reality help you, Beej. Yeah, when Brittany decided not to respond, that's when we won. But doesn't she have to put a percentage of judgment at the court in order to file an appeal for this? Yes. She has to put, yes, she does. But I mean, how many times have y'all heard Brittany make the same every time we left the courtroom? Or I'm sorry, every time I left the courtroom. Brittany would come out and tell you all that I lied about what happened. I'm not telling the truth. If y'all only knew. Yet you've never proven me to not be telling the truth, Brittany. You just sit over there in your little hug box with your little rejects and tell them everything you think they want to hear. But at the end of the day, as much as you lie to the internet, you have to face reality when you click off. And your little moderators and your little hug box, they may believe what you were saying, but you know the truth. And the truth will always be there. Keep lying to the internet, but you can't lie to the courts. Right. I have it. We just played a part of the clip where she says, I got to be at court tomorrow. If y'all could just pray for me. Do you remember the date when Tony filed that? No, actually, I don't. It is irritating. She's a victim of everything. Now on weaponization of the courts. Where'd you get that big sentence from? Those two big words from, Brittany? You're such a fucking loser that you run and try to buddy up to the same people that exposed you for forever. You're so desperate to be liked. You're so desperate for people to care and want to support you that you literally run into the arms of those who said and did the most. It's pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. Weaponization of the court. I'm not Julie, okay? I know every step I'm making is following the legal procedures. Yeah. She told Craig she won 2 cases against me. She won 2 cases against me. That's what she told Craig. The only one that's weaponized in the courts is no other than Brittany. She thought she could scam her way into attending by Zoom. Exactly, and wait last minute to do so. She lied directly to her subs because she already knew she had to be in person, but she told them she was going knowing she had been denied virtual. Think any of them called her out? Of course not. Of course not. Pray that the judge dismisses this. She was already told by the courts to appear by telephone when she was live. Yep, she sure was. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good, how are you? Actually, I'm not doing good. I am so fucking annoyed.
About who?
About everybody.
Oh, okay.
Really everybody, but by quite a few people. But most importantly, I'm so tired of Brittany listening to certain people who can't even figure out who the fuck they are from today.
Well, you know
last
the
week.
thing. Yeah, but the thing is, I always say those people that give you advice, make sure you get money from them once your judgment gets hit.
That's
The
true,
same
right?
thing I said to Six Up, the same thing I'll say to Brittany. I'm like, okay, so reality fucked up. Is she going to give you part of the $10,000 that you're going to have to pay?
Well, they're the ones that gave her the money to send the C&D to begin with.
Yeah.
But I think that's what people are forgetting, B. Tim. This all started because Brittany thought she was going to hold me by the balls with the C&D and try to take down my channel. I wasn't going to allow that to happen, so I reacted accordingly. And at first, I tried to react just through Rancher with myself, pro se, this is what's going on. You misstated law. These aren't the facts, blah, blah, blah. He didn't respond. Brittany didn't respond. It was
Yep.
weeks before my lawyer got involved because I said to him, I'm not going to have a spinoff lawsuit in North Carolina now, too.
Well, that was the plan. I mean, like people keep on forgetting that you were hit with Tony Mathis, and then this idiot sends it 1-2. So, I mean, how are you supposed to deal with it? You gotta deal with it preemptively. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you're not made of money. You don't have like
Right.
unlimited money to just basically decide, hey, I'm gonna just do with depositions, and also it's like, honestly, it's kind of ridiculous at this point. I mean, she's just
Beyond ridiculous.
what's even more ridiculous is her content when she's reviewing that lady that had the 16 kids in the house, and she's showing the house around. I'm like, lady, that lady has the same blinds as you, the same walls as you.
Oh, yeah. I actually, here, let me pull that up so people know what you're talking about. Because I just seen, I started to watch it earlier and I thought, you know what? Let me watch this with everybody. Hardly clipped it. And I
Yeah.
couldn't believe my
Oh,
ears.
Hartley has an agenda. She's
Right.
evil. She's an evil.
This, you know what? My heart goes out to clip channels because I stupidly said the same thing before. Like, oh, why do you only clip certain things? Well, because it's their channel, and whatever they're interested in, they're going to clip. Doesn't
Well,
mean
if
they
you
have
don't like their clips, you just make your own clip channel.
right. But once again, those clips were fine and dandy up until what? Up until they no longer push your narrative. No, you're the one with an agenda, and if anybody doesn't push your agenda, they're now on the conspiracy list. They
Well,
now have the agenda. It's fucking
well,
amazing.
I didn't like when she was implying that your legal fund's a scam, because I know how that feels when
Yeah.
you're friends with someone that's trying to fight themselves in court, and then you're just kind of getting kicked while you're down, because it's a terrible feeling to actually feel like there's no transparency. Like, what?
Well, can I ask you this?
Yeah.
If my gifts and goes are a scam and there's no transparency, did she help me scam when she pushed it every day? Did she help
Yeah.
me when she had a fundraiser for me? Did she help me scam? Were you in on the scam? If we were operating a RICO because we were redirecting, are you part of the RICO? If I'm
Yeah.
weaponizing the course, did you help me weaponize the course when you were cheering me on and giving me legal advice behind the scenes? You're complicit, bitch. Either you're complicit or you're delusional. And I'm starting to think you're really spiraling. And as somebody who did care about you, please take a breather. Come up
Yeah,
for air
I
because you're
just,
getting scary. I'm
I
worried
mean,
about
yeah, and I just didn't like the fact that it was like that whole situation with the GoFundMe. I mean, because I know how that feels. Like you're trying to raise money, you're not getting all the money that you need, and you're fighting every day to get money donated because you got this like a lawyer, and it's like you're dealing with multiple lawsuits, you're dealing with that, and you got to also live. You know what I mean? It's just like it's really
not only
fucked up.
that, but my attorney's billing from I think it was 6, 7, maybe 8 months ago is on the docket. Go
Yeah,
read it. Go read it and then pull up the Give Send Go and tell me how much was raised.
I
Fuck
just
off
don't.
with that.
I just don't know why every person that like walks away from a content creator when they're in the middle of a lawsuit always says, "Well, that's a scam." It's like, what? Like, you were here. You were helping me raise money for it. You believed in like
You
defending
even more
myself.
concerning is
What?
that what's even more concerning is that and I think this is sick, that she said that on purpose to get a reaction out of me.
Which is so nasty because
Right.
like I mean
And
like
like I've been
listen,
saying, she did that because I've ignored every other attempt. And she knew that one would hurt. You know how she knew that one would hurt? Because she's the one I would talk to and tell, I don't like having to ask these people for money. I don't like this money being
yeah.
wasted going towards this. I hate all of this. And she knows that more than anybody.
And that's the fucked up thing. It's like, listen, you want everyone to believe what you say is true, but then you're saying visible lies to people so you can get a reaction out of a friend that you basically had a private conversation. Like that's why people like think like, oh well, if you break up with Queen, you're not friends with her. Well, you're just gonna no, I'll just walk the fuck away. I'm not gonna. I have more
That's what I
respect.
tried to do.
I
I
mean,
tried just to walk away. First off, I tried reaching out several times. She'll never tell anybody that. She instead lies and says that I threatened her. No, I texted her and said, "Did you fucking threaten me? Like, who are you? What is going on? Who got in your head?" Because I think she's being
I know
hyped
who
up by
got.
the weirdo Earth. Okay,
I
that's what
think
I
so.
think.
I mean, like, I don't know what Earth is doing. I don't, I mean, she does this usual stuff. I mean, we make fun of her. They try to claim that we're like, we doxed her. I'm like, lady, she went on a panel and showed her, she cammed up and toasted us on 6,000 subs. It wasn't an accidental cam slip. She did it herself. She did it to toast people. And you're acting like, oh, we joke around. And it's like people are no one's trying to look for who Earth is. No one gives a fuck about who Earth is. No one cares.
But she
Like,
doxed my mod.
she did?
Yeah, yeah. Because apparently my mod on her channel made a comment against her, and that's what spiraled all this off. Because as much as that bitch runs her mouth, don't she's just like Brittany. Don't say a word about her. Don't say a word about her. She's not doing this. I'm not doing this for next six. Da, 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 da. But yes, so here's the well, never mind. But yeah, she did. She doxed her. Yes.
That's fucked up.
Yep.
And then it's that's so fucked up. And then
Yep.
like you're gonna call out people doxing Earthy. It's like you live by the dox, you die by the dox. You want to dox people out. I have no qualms people doxing you out at that point. That's
Well,
just
what's
how it
crazy is
is.
I didn't know that mod had even did anything. So after, I called Win and what was going on or whatever, I said, can you do me a favor and chill out? I'll ask my mods to chill out. If I catch word
Mhm.
something's going on or whatever, I'll say, can you chill out? Blah blah blah. At the end of the day, though, some of my mods have channels. I can't be telling them who they can like, who they can't, what they can say, what they
Yeah.
can't. What the fuck? So and so now I'm curious. Are we holding? Should I now go after all her mods and every comments they've made? And can I dox them and go, you know what I mean? Like, this is all so stupid.
Yeah, it's self-destruct. It's like complete to self-destruction if you do stuff like that. It's like you can't really go after mods and shit like that. I mean, like you haven't seen me go after fucking reality.
I mean, she goes
Um,
after Miss Liverbird, who's one of the sweetest fucking people. She's so mad because Miss Liverbird, I said that nonsense was ignoring me. She was. She said her phone was broken. Miss L didn't. We didn't know her phone was broken
it's the
when Miss
same
L.
thing with Brittany's email.
Yeah, always broken.
It's like,
Always
bro,
broken.
that's why I don't understand. Like, you guys all talked and you're like, you had phone conversations. I'm like, I'm sitting here, like, because
So
originally I was
plenty L
just,
done beats him. She's bothered by that, aren't you, Toots?
well,
I'm
I
not
wouldn't.
new, nor am I stupid. But yes, she's
I mean, but I'm just
plenty.
saying, like, you all had conversation. I'm like, I'm wondering why did you guys like, why did she just not call up? She had like questions, just resolve it. Like, if you're friends for years and you're talked on the phone, and you're cool. But then it's like,
Because
what's going?
was she ever my friend, or was it
Yeah.
somebody pointed out to me a very interesting statement. There was somebody that she allegedly said made her uncomfortable, blah blah blah. But she kept talking to them because She thought it would give her insider information. And I'm starting to think I was just her insider information for the content of covering
Oh,
the show and getting it, the support she got for supporting me and the shout out. She would often say to my mods, "You guys are so great. Thank you so much." In hindsight, she love bombed the fuck out of me, but she would often say that to my mods. And all of a sudden, they're horrible. They're pieces of shit. They're troublemakers.
I wish I could say I've never heard this story before, but I've heard this story before. I even heard like the same thing. Like she sounded kind of like Nanya for a moment. I needed to ask questions, and like I had a conversation, and it was like, oh my god, Nanya 2.0. It's like
Well,
fuck.
It's
But
crazy because I tried. I tried to have a conversation, but let me pull this up because we just spoke about it. I think it's pretty
yeah,
important.
On full
What you got
screen.
going on?
Earth
that's
drinking
Earth.
on a
Wait, that's
public
better?
stream.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
No,
that was
isn't
the
it awesome?
6,000 celebration.
Yep.
Sub-
Do you see this? Can you guys see this?
I mean, I can see you're holding something. What is it? Tell me.
Star
what-
honey.
No, it ain't money, baby. It's tequila.
That's a
Is it-
bottle.
I was
Oh,
gonna say, is
like,
that
I have no
moonshine?
idea. I don't know what it is.
That
It's a big ass
Fireball?
bottle of something.
Not a dox.
No, it's tequila.
Oh shit!
1860.
It's from my
Queen
Queen
Bee taking
Bee.
a shot for our 6,000 sub night.
This one is it's a double. It's a double. One for Queen and one
Oh,
for her.
shit.
son.
I see a double something. There you go. So that's not a dox. It's not a dox. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's trying to find her. Nobody gives a fuck about her. But this is what these people do. They poke, they poke, they poke. They'll go as low and as far as they want. But if you respond, they're victims. I have because I've dealt with Brittany, but this is just wild.
yeah, I mean, I don't know why she thinks that's a dox when she literally cammed up for a drink on a live stream.
And it's on the internet. I mean, nobody went digging. Nobody, it's on the internet. But you were mentioning the way Brittany spoke about the 16 children, and ciders in their house. Here's a
Go on.
clip.
So okay, here we go.
Oh
So
my
did I slow mode it?
Holy shit.
That's probably all feces right there.
Oh my god. They're hoarders.
So it looks like to me.
Is that the room they stayed in?
Well, it doesn't quite look like
Yeah,
hoarders
16
yet.
kids.
It looks dirty and disgusting. I'm surprised there's an
This is
actual
that.
couch.
Yeah,
All
she's doing
feces, or it
a.
could be dirt, I guess.
Oh, that is the shit. Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah, that's feces. Oh man.
let me.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like that,
And there's
somebody
just
should
music
sit
in the
CPS
Look at
in
that.
their
Just
fucking
muted
house
it.
a long time ago.
Oh my god.
Somebody sent CPS to their house a long time ago. But what comes up next?
Houseway.
Well, they weren't a YouTuber, so they couldn't get that
Look at
protection.
that.
Frame it after we go through it. Want to do it this way?
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, she's gonna go frame by frame now.
Couch, I bet you they all just sat on that. I'm trying to figure out where all the kids were.
I don't know if I should say it.
When?
I can't believe white people live like.
I don't know how else to say it, but I can't believe white people live like that. You hear that, B Tim? One's in the chat. If you've heard that, let's listen again.
Were
I don't know if I should say it.
When?
I can't believe white people live like.
I don't know if I should say it, but I can't believe white people live like that.
I mean, she is on a panel with Melissa, who basically said the N word multiple times arguing with Queen. So I'm not really shocked about that statement.
Yeah,
These people are clear racists and weirdos.
absolute. So it appears Brittany's getting her legal advice from no other than Voices, who is telling her that she can skirt garnishments. So Brittany thinks she got this, these legal beagles on her side. They're going to help her avoid judgment and all of that. Okay. Best of luck to you, Toots.
I mean, like, I generally go by the piece of advice that you can't really outsmart the attorneys
Right.
because that's their fucking job. Like, I consider myself an average intelligent person, but if you told me to go against an attorney, I would be like, hell no, that guy's probably going to run fucking circles around me. Even like Lasniak, who I think is a fucking moron, I'd be like, yeah, I would not want to face him in the courtroom because he probably knows a bit about the law, way more than me.
You know what else? My lawyer is always 5 steps ahead. You don't think he already expected the outcome? He knows what to do next. He knows what's going to happen. He's going to do this. He has it all planned out. You think these rejects that tell her the night before or the night after court know better? And it's kind of funny. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I read this correctly. It's kind of funny. These people even allow Voices around. everything they stand against is what she is. Interesting. It's amazing how
I try to give voices a second chance, but I back bit me in my ass. So I don't know,
everybody
yeah.
did, because she comes up and appears normal, and it's it's like, oh wow, yeah, this is just voices, whatever.
You know, I was pretty friendly with her, and I actually defended her with a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
I
A
was
lot
proud
of
of her. I
shit.
thought she was doing really good, and
But that bit me in the ass for no fucking reason. Even when she went on Rumble, we advertised her damn channel. We even went there. Oh, you know what I mean? That
yeah,
wasn't good enough.
I can't open this. How do I get this? Let me see if I can open this up on my phone. Sorry, I didn't mean to just say that out loud. I'm trying to, I guess, BJ sent it to Melissa.
Well,
Brittany, yeah, I got your text message. Unbelievable. Yep. Wow. That's what I said too. Unbelievable. And we're gonna leave it at that, Missy. Here's my thing. Oh shit. Nobody ever believes me anyway. Right. So I'm handling this one very strategically. I'll message you and let you know. Yeah, that's fine. Wow. Well. I mean, I put my 2 cents in like very minimally earlier. I wasn't very nice. Well, then just retract it. Oh, not to Brittany, not about Brittany. Oh, okay. Oh, everybody else. Yeah, I got you.
So Brittany won't say it out loud because Craig's in the room. So instead, she's texting shit. What do you think? What lie do you think she came up with to her friends? On what? Because she said I'm lying about what happened. They got something up their sleeve. She's not going to pay shit to anybody, and that they found something out for in court that's going to take away my ruling.
yeah, I don't know what that bumbling moron's planning. I think she's I think she has no plan. She's pretending that she has a plan, to be honest with you. Personally, that's my opinion. But like a lot of people are like, well, you can't garnish the YouTube channel because it's North Carolina. I'm like, I thought it was PA damages, but I could be wrong. Like
It all goes off PA.
Yeah, that's what I said to Crane. I'm like, this is a PA decision. This is not a North Carolina decision. That's what my understanding was. So it's like, and plus, I'm pretty sure the lawyer knows what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he knows how to collect money from debtors. I think that's probably the first thing they learn to get their fucking money.
And I'm pretty sure that he knows that Brittany is going to pull the shit she's going to pull.
I'm sure there's never been a person that owed money to a lawyer that thought that they could just magically disappear and not pay.
Right. We're just going to avoid it. I'm so curious, though, what she texted to make Melissa be like, oh, whoa, no way, you're kidding.
Melissa's a known liar. She lied about being pregnant, and she lied to fucking UA first because UA showed the text, and she lied about she told her that she was pregnant in the text, and she just lied to UA about it and pretended it was like a rumor going around. She's a fucking weirdo.
She is a weirdo. But I'm like, what type of rumor is it going to be? Who did my lawyer sleep with now to get this rolling? Who did I sleep with now to get this rolling? Like, listen to all the little shit they said before. It's all
defamation.
Ridiculous.
I mean, if they start saying that, it's like, yeah, brilliant idea to defame the fucking attorney with clear defamation. I'm sure that's going to work out. That's why Betty was countersued, by the way. I mean, actually, Betty was countersued the drug thing for the kids. She sued for the sleep in the car, which was bullshit. But yeah, you could get sued for that easily. I don't know. Dummies. But yeah, but these people are going to be the ones that got to blow smoke up her ass and not really tell her the truth. But you got to have to either fucking figure out how to get that money or you're just fucked. I mean, because you don't have an attorney. She doesn't have an attorney.
Well, she's blowing smoke up their asses too.
Mm-hmm.
Saying I lied. Oh, here's the declaratory.
We're not talking about who cares about the declaratory judgment. I don't. We're not talking about that.
November 14th.
You mean the strategic trick to try to get me to hand over jurisdiction to Pennsylvania? Is that what you're talking about, Mama Angie?
Pause for a minute, because remember back then it was a trick. It was just a strategic trick.
She's a dummy.
Right. How
I
that
mean,
how
like,
did not
Chase-
giving PA jurisdiction work out for you?
Yeah, Jason's fucking statement was pretty funny. She was hardly clipped her.
Oh yeah, but not
Like,
showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I would have camped out there. Yeah, that's what any normal person would have done. Any normal person would have at least shown up to try to limit the amount of damages they have to pay and stuff
Not
like
Brittany.
that. Yeah.
Yep. So this clip is November 14th.
The freaking attempt to trick me into handing over oh yeah, because she's gonna take $100,000 from me for a declaratory judgment. Can you go look that up, please?
Well, shouldn't you look that up?
My God.
Because she
People are
swore.
ignorant.
She swore.
You
we
really
wouldn't
need
get
to
it.
educate yourselves on the declaratory judgment. Right.
Declaratory.
It's not a lawsuit.
It's not
y'all.
declaratory.
It cost $180 to file it.
Yes.
$180.
But you have to count in attorney's time.
I can't, and I'm not going there anyway. Like, y'all try so hard to get me to talk about this dumb shit.
Well, maybe you should.
No, she won't. Goodbye. Get out of here. Get back on There's no such thing as damages for a declaratory judgment,
It's
Blueberry.
declaratory.
Right. And there is a such thing as
Oh my
damages.
God.
The
There-
judge
You don't.
the judge even said, how much are you requesting for damages? Because he left it blank. And my lawyer, yeah, it definitely was. And then, like I said, my lawyer has a reason why he didn't go ahead and put the damages in right now, because we know what's coming next.
Yeah,
There's no
'cause she's dumb.
damages for a declaratory judgment.
She's so wrong.
Declaratory. We're
It's
missing
not
the
a
L.
lawsuit. Ignorant, yes, ignore. Oh my God, you cannot believe that.
Now she got a $10,000 judgment against her.
I mean, like, that's what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen is that now this lawyer's gonna dig into her fucking financials if she doesn't fucking pay up. I don't know if she realizes this, but good luck, because you're gonna try to hide your money, and you're not gonna be able to hide your money from the lawyer, and then you're gonna be charged for that shit if he's gonna have to come after you for that stuff. So I don't think
Right.
you realize like the deep shit she's in. Like, she really doesn't understand. Like, this is only the beginning.
Well, that's what amazed me this whole time too. What Beck said, we're supposed to believe that Brittany paid $8,000 for 4 C&Ds, but $10,000 for my lawyer to go over the C&D, read the filing, respond to the C&D, file it into a courtroom,
You forgot-
research declaratory, do all the things that he had to
Also
do.
show
was
up.
only 180, right?
Also-
And make an in-person appearance. That's only
Yeah.
180.
Yeah, you pay for every fucking 15 minutes a lawyer works, even if he just shows up and waits in the motherfucking waiting room for the judge. I mean,
She's
like,
a fucking idiot, man. I can't stand her.
like, this is why she's dumb. She does, like, that's why, like, it's always interesting to see people that have never been in litigation always comment on how much it costs. Like, have you ever paid a lawyer? Like, have you ever
Right.
actually interacted with a lawyer? Because
I would love to go back and get all of the clips of everything Brittany ever said about this and how it's bullshit. It's not going to go anywhere. It's nothing more than a paper.
all right,
it's a
all right,
soft
let's get to
pitch.
work.
Yeah, right.
Get to work.
I would love that and just have it all in the video, and then at the very end, the judge is ruling, because she thought this whole time that she was so above, that she knew all. Everybody else was stupid. Everybody else needs to do research. You can't file this for a C&D. Blah blah blah. There's literally websites that say before sending a C&D, be prepared that one can respond in this format. She's an idiot.
Yeah, she's being dumb. And that's like, a friend tells you the truth. Like, even if the truth is harsh. And she should have told her, like, hey, someone should have told her, like, hey, you really should have showed up, because this is really bad. Because why are you up 5 in the morning talking about random shit?
Right.
Like, why talk about fucking Laura for 2 days? Like,
Because she gets haters.
Yeah.
come in.
like, Laura wasn't even live about her fucking 2 days. I don't even think she was live that much about her, actually, for 2 fucking days. And she's talking about Laura. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, maybe you should focus on, like, the $10,000 you're about to be hit with. Like, if you should have probably focused on that at all. Nope. We got to talk about Laura. Who gives a, like, if someone told me, talk about Laura or pay $10,000, like, if you want to talk about Laura, you have to pay $10,000. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to talk about Laura for $10,000. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Well, she doesn't prioritize anything. She was live all weekend, staying up all night, all of what, you know what I mean?
I think she's nervous. I think she knows the walls are closing in on her. A lot of her big people that donate are gone because she fucking ran them off. She squeezed them dry and they got tired of her bullshit. And I
Yeah.
think she's trying to latch on to, like, you notice that she's always latching on to a true crime case when she has to worry about drama. It's like, because
Always, it's like her pretend to be cleaned up, fallback.
it's like, I'm sorry, lady, but the judge doesn't give a fuck if you stop doing drama and do like true crime and all the drama. We're not in a YouTube world anymore. You wanted to enter the world of legal litigation, and now you're here, and now it has to be dealt with. That's why it's like, it's not fun.
That's what I keep saying. Like, she can lie and keep, tricking her audience or doing whatever she is doing, but she knows when she logs off, she knows the truth and she has to face it.
Yeah, like, people don't quite understand. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, this is another world you're getting into. Like, your bullshit games don't work here in the court. It just doesn't. When
Right.
it gets down to lawyers, the only thing that matters is fucking how much money you're willing to spend, or how much time you have to focus on being pro se, and how good
Well,
are your arguments.
that's why she admitted herself, and Kelsey actually wrote it out loud that Brittany needs real lawyer money now to go forward with Rancher and pursue us.
But the problem is, and I always tell this to like, people don't want to pay for you to sue people. They'll pay to defend it, but usually, like, people, get a little, it's a little hard to get money from people to sue someone. And that's always like the problem with her. She's like thinking that she's going to get this big money. But I also think she's had this ignorant thought process that she thought lawsuits were cheap, and she believed that, like, Queen pocketed the money and you're pocketing the money. It's
Oh
actually
yeah, she said
pittance.
as much. Yeah.
Yeah. And she thought she could do the same thing and just pocket the money too. And it's like, no, ma'am, lawyers are extremely expensive. They're not cheap. They're absolutely not cheap. And honestly, most people, 95% of cases, 95% or more settle. You know why they settle? Because the money you pay for the lawyer eventually gets to the point where it doesn't become reasonable to continue at that point. Or you get 90% of what you want and you're just like, fuck it.
Well, imagine the headache that he had to deal with to even speak with Brittany, because she doesn't, like, even her mom's pointing out, she doesn't understand like what matters and what's just stupid gossip.
At least you didn't try to do an order of protection on your lawyer.
Yeah, well, right.
That was our, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's coming next.
I wanted doubt she would try if she could.
I think your lawyer would have fun with that, to be honest with you. He would have fun fucking cross, because what people don't understand is that it's like a little mini trial and you have to come in person to be cross, because you can't do an order of protection just like via Zoom.
Right.
You have to be in person for that shit for the hearing. So I can just imagine her ass wobbling over to Pennsylvania, saying it's just getting cross-examined by your attorney. That's just hilarious. I would laugh my ass off.
Well, I actually said that when, like, they were talking about how Brittany was trying to call in or whatever. I said to him, I'm like, I wouldn't even care if she called in. I think it'd be hysterical.
The problem is I don't believe in this whole Zoom for fucking interstate stuff, because Betty got away with it because of the vid.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, and she used to hate having to go in person. I'm like, send that bitch in person every time. You want to bring a lawsuit, you got to be in person.
Yeah.
Fuck this Zoom shit where you get to sit in the comfort of your fucking home and fucking financially try to drain another person. You better get on the motherfucking plane. She could have gone, I think Laura looked it up. It could have taken a 2-hour flight. Would have looked it, and if she would have got those tickets beforehand, she probably would have paid $250 for those tickets to get there and back. Okay, seriously.
Well, it was going to be a phone call, not actual Zoom, because they don't have that. But yeah, I agree. I just thought it would have been funny to hear her have to go against my lawyer, like, for him to be able to ask her questions. No, I thought would have been hysterical.
No, I mean, yeah, but I'm so against the concept of, like, because that's what Tony did. That's what all these fuckers people do. They're just like, they're fucking ridiculous. They're absolutely ridiculous with these interstate fucking lawsuits where they try to do the whole thing by Zoom, and they want to inconvenience you with the litigation, but they don't want to leave the comfort of their home.
Well,
No,
that was the
motherfucker.
exactly. That was the other thing. I think because so many times Brittany didn't have to appear despite us saying in person. I think she thought this was just another one of those.
No, fuck that. Everything should be in person. I think like the whole people with the injunction, every single one of the plaintiffs should have fucking walked in, including Dog the Bounty Hunter. You can't fucking bring a litigation against someone and decide, oh, I just don't want to be there. Fuck that.
Yep.
Absolutely fuck that. I mean, like, that's bullshit. Put your fucking face on it. Have Dog the Bounty Hunter walk down fucking PA, wobble his fucking half dead self. Looks like he's being a marionetted puppet on fucking TikTok into the courtroom while he sits there and tries to accuse two people of being part of a fucking like a RICO with his frivolous claims and claims that he's afraid of a lady named Barbecue Lady and Granny's watching. Like, I say that because that was absolute bullshit. It's garbage. It's such a garbage thing to do to people. And the reason why I have like an anger about it is because I've seen it happen to Quinn. It was such bullshit every single fucking time. Every time.
I can't believe just how much she just lies. Brittany, roses are red, violets are blue. Jess has 5 fingers. The middle one's for you. That's so funny. Thank you for that. I agree, B Tim. I feel the more you are inconvenient, the less fun it becomes doing the bullshit suit. Well, yeah, like I said, Brittany fell on top of the world. She gets to initiate all these litigations, never has to appear, la-di-da-di-da. And yet, you know, this time she was told to be in person. And the judge made that clear. No, I told her to be in person. She knew she had to be here. Trying to call, you know, the afternoon before court, the night before court, the morning of court. She didn't file in, you know, a month ago or a couple weeks ago, seeking it. No, she just waited to the night before.
Yeah. It's just bullshit. I can't believe she stayed up all fucking night doing that shit. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy.
And the whole weekend. She spent the whole weekend up, nodding out. I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. It's like, who's doing that? And then spends 30 minutes talking about how diapers don't fit the baby anymore and blah, blah, blah. And suddenly she does a group call with her moms and shows them the baby. Tell me this baby isn't her, you know, her card, her shield, as always.
I absolutely believe the baby was born just so that she can have a reason, with like have a shield. I mean, she pulled out the baby, I think, was it last night? I think Ramar was going through or some shit.
Yeah.
Camera. And I'm like, I truly believe this baby was only born so that she can have some sort of shielding and somehow some sort of grift for money during the whole thing, because she knew she lost when she lost her anti-slap, suddenly she's pregnant. Like, that's just crazy. 11 years with that kid, saying that she doesn't want another kid. You know, she just want, nope. I think she's exploiting that kid as much as possible to get money. And that's just my opinion.
I love how the judge was like, she had a baby in April. Is that correct? Yes. And he's like, April, that baby's, you know, 3-4 months old now. How's that an excuse? It's not like you just had a baby. You had a baby
People
3,
go
4,
back
5
to
months
work.
ago. Right. Craig could have sat with the baby. Brittany could have came. The mother-in-law, Craig's mother could have watched the baby. They could have done so many things. They could have done a family trip here, whatever. This excuse of the baby's not an excuse anymore, Brittany. Grow up. Stop shielding yourself from everything. Yeah, the judge like, April, we're in July? April, and I'm like, yep.
Yeah, people go back to work in 3 months in the United States. She acts like she's like the only person that's ever had to do something after giving birth. Yeah, people actually go do full-time jobs after having birth in 3 months. It happens a lot, actually, because they can't afford to take too many days off because they have a kid.
Yep, not Brittany. 4 months later, she wants to use the baby's birth as an excuse to, you know, get out of court. Stupid. She's stupid. And again, waiting last minute was stupid. And now she has to run with the whole, oh, I got something up my sleeve. I wait till you all know what I know. I can't wait, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing up her sleeve. She said the same thing with every other court appearance, every other ruling. Always said I'm lying. Always said it didn't happen. And it fucking does. Is this just her way to further gaslight her audience? And she can't elaborate on the lies because she can't let Craig hear it. So that's why she has to do it a little secretively. You know what I mean? I told you all she wasn't going to talk about it.
Oh, we all knew she was not going to talk about it because she lost. If she won, she would have been talking about it all fucking night.
Oh, absolutely.
She would have been like, "Oh, I told you I wouldn't have to pay anything, and this is just a tactic of Granny." Just like if she won that whole injunction, she would have fucking been, going at you all fucking time the whole time.
Yep.
I think that's the problem. Like these people just like she's just a fucking moron, though. It's like if I was in her position, personally, I would probably try to figure out how to deal with having to pay this money or what to do or something. But that's just me.
Hey, Wendy.
Hello, congratulations.
Thank you.
I would like to say something, but before I say it, I'm going to put it in the chat, in your private chat first. And that way you can tell me if you would prefer me not to say it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Duke is fat? Oh my God.
She would never.
He's
This is true. Just like getting a paper to get out of the RICO. Just like that. Filing the paper to get out of the RICO. She got a plane, y'all. She kept talking about something she has up her sleeve. I'm great, y'all. If you know what I know. Right. And then saying, like, we found something out during court that's going to take away her judgment. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay.
I don't think she understands that's not how things work, but the judge could hear an appeal, but guess what? You have to do steps. I'm not going to tell you the steps. And
She'll never make it through an appeal. I'm telling you.
I know, and he might hear it, but he'll be like, "I'll take that under advisement," and then he says no, and then you're going to be hit with more bills. So be stupid and do that. I'm telling you, Brittany, you don't have money to fight this. You should just take this on the chin and just pay the fucking money and get ready to get hit with another judgment with the fucking anti-SLAPP. That's my advice to you, Brittany.
Well, she whatchamacallit, she does this all the time, but did 6 Up win her appeal?
No, she had it heard and it was taken. Ziggy jumped on our panel and explained and took it under advisement. Basically, he just took it under advisement. He said, "I'll take it under advisement," but he didn't really want any real evidence. Apparently, like the hard drive, or like the because her basis of appeal was she wasn't properly served.
Yeah, he's probably just appeasing her by saying, "I'll take it under advisement." You know what I mean?
It's not really a great promising thing when a judge says, "I don't need any evidence from." It's just like Judge Judy. I always think about Judge Judy. Like, are you losing the case? Do I need you to argue? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. I feel like he's probably just taken under advisement, and also the reason he didn't want to see the Ziggy's stuff, what 6 Up said about him, because he says, "Oh, I have broad shoulders," and probably the reason why he said that is so that she wouldn't have an excuse to get another judge and say, "Oh, he was prejudiced against me because I said mean things about him."
Right, that's true too. And Sassy has a good point. She thinks she can present evidence during appeal, right? So even if Brittany found out something and blah blah blah, you can't. And not only that, but it was only about the billing. It had nothing to do with anything else. We wanted. She defaulted, which means when she didn't respond, she signed away any argument and basically said that we're correct in everything we stated. So there was no argument to be had anyhow.
Yeah, the argument was how much money you had to pay.
Right.
Like she could have just argued that said, "Hey, I shouldn't have to pay this amount of money. I don't have to pay this amount of money."
Her audience should ask her why she didn't talk about it loud and proud with Craig right there. Why is she doing the whole whispering and texting and all of this? And it's funny, she's an idiot. You still trust people like Melissa?
I wouldn't trust her.
Right.
I mean, like, you got to realize that unfortunately there's very few people on this platform you can trust. And especially, and there's some people you especially don't trust, which is Melissa.
Right.
She is a liar. She is just doing this for a troll.
I agree. Her royal sass, thank you. PJ wasn't in court. She couldn't hear anything.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much it. I think she's very stupid. But anyway, I'm going to skedaddle. I got something to do at 11. I'll see you.
Thank you, B-Sam.
Bye.
You think that's what's up her sleeve?
Yes.
You can share that. I don't care because it's all facts.
Okay. As I said, congratulations. I'm a little behind. Well, I'm actually a lot behind on the last month or so of what's been going on around here. But in any event, I've been trying to catch up, going through chats, reading and so forth. And recently I watched that little clip about North Carolina not being wage garnishable and so forth. And while that is true, that does not apply to a 1099 earner, which is considered a business contract. YouTube is 1099. Your Cash Apps, Venmos, and PayPals now fall under a 1099, anything over $600 received. And in North Carolina, that is a third-party levy, and it is 100% attachable or garnishable, if you will, if you want to use that term. And one thing that I think people are kind of not realizing is that also in North Carolina, because this would have to be domesticated to collect the monies and so forth, that includes real property and chattel, cars, homes, that type of thing. And there seems to be a little bit of a miscommunication or perhaps a misunderstanding that, well, this isn't money that needs to go to Granny. This is going to her attorney. Attorney's fees are granted in a judgment because the person that has the attorney has paid their attorney, and it's what's reasonable and customary. AWBJ did not present any evidence, any facts, any rebuttal to Granny's watching as the litigant or the person in court that has the attorney that those fees were unreasonable and therefore she should not be responsible for them. And a side caveat, I'd just like to point out that when you are in a court situation like this, had the other party been there, once the judgment was granted, usually what will happen is, okay, or the judge would say, okay, it's $9,983.12. Are you prepared to pay this today? And the person would say yes or no. And if the person says, well, no, I'm not, I plan to appeal, okay, they have their time period to do that. Or they say, no, I don't have the funds to do so. Then the judge says, okay, we're going to get you with the clerk of courts and we're going to set up some type of a plan to work this out.
Yeah.
If this is ignored, and
there's ways around that too. For people that are saying like, well, the stuff is in her name. Okay, then Craig gets served and is asked, are you holding money for this person? She just involves other people then, that's all.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If this is ignored or brushed under the rug, however you want to place it, then further inquiries are made and the debtor, which would be AWBJ, will be put under a microscope. We say discovery. So for the sake of argument, it's not actually discovery, but let's call it discovery because people are familiar with that term. Everything is looked into. Everything is cataloged.
Right.
And then down to salt and pepper shakers.
Right.
Okay.
The sheriff comes out and they start putting value on everything. I mean, you don't get away with it.
Exactly. This is a serious thing.
And because YouTube is 1099, she's an independent contractor. So then we just levy through her bank accounts or her third party, wherever she gets her payments from YouTube. And so it's not the same as you can't take from a work. That's saying an employer cannot say, I'm going to withhold your funds because you have a judgment. An employer can't do that.
Exactly.
But YouTube isn't necessarily her employer. She's contracted with them. So we just go after the bank where the income from YouTube's going to. It's that simple. Everybody's a lawyer. Nobody on here is a lawyer.
Well, right. I'm going to go ahead.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just wanted to ask you about that or share that a little bit. As far as the other back and forth tittle tattles and BS that's going on, I'm just really shocked by a lot. Well, shocked, surprised. I don't know. I don't understand it. And maybe I'm not meant to. But on that note, I'm going to.
I don't understand it either, girl. So I don't think anybody will.
Wish that everything goes well and that so on and so forth. And yeah. Oh, and as far as the rodeo, I know this year it's going to be really tough for you to do that.
Yeah.
But if you are interested next year and want to plan something, just let me know. I'll hook you up with the tickets for you and your family.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's so
And
sweet, Wendy. Thank
you
you.
have a great day.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That's not Nellie, guys. That's Wendy's cat. What? What do you mean, Queen? Sorry. So it's between BJ and the attorney. What do you mean? In my opinion, the only way to get around is to take payment in cash, in person, or check by mail. And BJ supporters aren't doing all that. Yeah, there's not really any way around it. I believe she was notified by the judge, but I don't know, to be honest, how she gets notified. She'll probably be notified through the course in an email. Yeah, she'll get mailed the ruling. The money goes to me, Queen. Can you ask for electrical goods or payment? What do you mean? I don't electrical. Oh, I'm like electrical. They don't even have good electric. They can't run the microwave at the same time. I heard that during the appearance for Six Up and whatchamacallit, Ziggy, that another creator live streamed it. That's insane. So then the judge had to take down the live stream broadcasting of it because they were streaming it. It surprises me that these people that claim to like true crime and know true crime break the courtroom law. Like it's crazy to me. I'm surprised every day the BS that people on YouTube say do try to pull. Shocked? No, not anymore. Well, I'm shocked at the half-ass research that they do, right? Like, oh, in North Carolina, you can't attach to wages. Okay, Brittany's not a regular employee. Like, do you people ever research the way you should research, or you just, whatever you research upon that fits your narrative, you run with it, which is why Brittany has landed in the legal hole that she's in. It's the attorney fee. She has to pay me what I paid my lawyer. I meant as she had gotten a lot of gifts. Oh, absolutely. The Pyrex? Yeah. I don't know if of the other creators streaming it. It came across my page and I watched for like 5 minutes, turned it off. Oh, you didn't know them? Yeah, we didn't do punitives this round because we know what she's going to do. BJ takes advice from idiots. Absolutely. You would think she would quit listening to these people, right? How many times have they misguided her? Too many. She's responsible for her own stupid decisions. I'm waiting for her to file that document for the to get out of the RICO. I would not want anything from her home. Cold hard cash. BJ does a fundraiser. She better keep out taxes, pay the IRS. On fundraising, it's gifted, but I don't know. I might think about that. I have to ask a question about that. I don't know BJ's workout. I don't know how that goes. I live in North Carolina. They can garnish her YouTube as that's what she does for work, even if it's a 1099. I was a 1089. I knew if something happened, they could garnish it because it goes into an account. Absolutely. Thank you for asking. Hey, Moody Mary. Bet it feels good to start setting. Oh my God. Bet it feels good to set a good example for your kids, GW. That's something else that she has failed to do. I don't want people to forget how we got here because Brittany likes to pretend how we got here. And she likes to pretend she got here by me abusing the course, by me initiating. No. She did all of this. This was all a response. This was a reverse Uno. This was you don't get to keep threatening me. You're not going to keep threatening me. You're not going to sue me. again in Pennsylvania or North Carolina or anything, because I'm going to respond accordingly. Well, Desiree, that's kind of why I hope she would have came for those questionings, to be honest. I mean, that would have been great. Electronic funds like Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, sure. But none of that becomes public. Like, I won't know those answers. Oh, perfect. I got this clip too.
Oh, Cassie, they flooded my chat at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's probably Granny. That's probably Granny. She's nasty like Granny. Granny's always talking about my kids. Like, first thing that comes out of Granny's mouth is kids. She's got to talk about folks' kids. So I'm pretty sure that's who Kelly Gibson is. Drive to Philly. Is that where you at? Okay. Look at you. Show your obsession some more, weirdo. Hey, how about this? Why don't you come?
She's fully convinced that she's talking to me. What a weird little bitch she is. Kelly Gibson is a established account that's been around for years. But of course, Brittany won't look at that because she's so obsessed with me. She automatically assumes it's me. Who's the obsessed one, you weirdo? You're having a whole dialogue with a fucking account acting like it's me.
Why don't you come back under your real name and not be? Here I am in all my glory. I'll take accountability for every word I say. Won't you come back under your real name, coward? You won't do it. You won't do it.
One's in the chat if you've ever seen Kelly Gibson. I'm pretty sure. I know you have, Queen. I mean, come on.
Meet me in PA, mans. I will bees in the slap hearing to watch it BJ go down. Oh, good. I'm glad you will. Come on, girl, and be the rest to prove that this freaking weirdo has a shit ton of people on YouTube seeking revenge.
Right, I thought that was me. Now it's not me. Anyway, that was the wrong recording. Okay, so this one.
We're not talking about who
No,
cares about the declaratory.
I didn't get it. There isn't. I'm talking out loud so they can hear me, but yeah, all her glory. She sounds like a very happy person, doesn't she? Unfortunately, though, guys, she just had a baby 5 months ago and has medical conditions, so. Sunshinery, right. People in here have seen that account. It is ridiculous. BJ is such a coward. She won't even go to court. Show up. She's the last person to tell someone to come at her. Right. Come at me, man. Can't believe that after all these losses, she can't stop talking about you. Me neither. How many times are you going to run to the courts to shut somebody up, but you yourself don't shut up about them? That is abusive process. That's weaponization of the courts. Okay? That's in need of a psychiatrist. I've been saying BJ needs to look into the case of Cardi. First, Tasha K. Tasha K wanted to file bankruptcy and that didn't work. Yeah, a lot of times you can't when there's a judgment against you. She thinks it's Granny while Granny was on her way to court. Wow. You're so right. Good point. Yeah, thank you for coming up, Wendy. I always appreciate how you have actual knowledge. You know what you're talking about. I told Penny Monroe to go pay for her transcripts because she says Granny lied about the entire hearing. Oh, my God. It's going to be on the docket. How can I lie about it? She's such an idiot. Literally even said there wasn't much that was even done or said. The judge said, I understand, blah, blah, blah. It was very, very quick. It's not like an entire, yeah, whatever. Bless their hearts. I guess when it appears on the docket, I'm lying then too. Just like I lied about the RICO. Remember, the judge never granted our slap, according to Brittany. Remember, Kelsey put it on loop. They never won. Lately, BJ has wanted to punch a lot. If you were in front of her, she said the heat makes her want to punch things. I'd love to see how tough she really is. Remember she said she was going to knock my head off? Retha Bell, thank you. Forgot about that. I thought she wanted to see if I was 400 pounds with a mullet. How did BJ know what happened? She wasn't there. Again, I've had 4 other people there. 4 other people were there with me. But I'm not telling the truth about what happened there. Okay. I don't think her subs are able to understand the docket. You're right. You're so right. Does Craigie know Beefy had... Nope. She wouldn't say it out loud with Craig in the room, but we knew she wouldn't. Ah, just 7 W's in the bag, Google me. It's like, it is like, you know, Craig thinks he won twice. Anyway, did you guys all hear that clip of Craig? Let's hear that one more time. And then I'm going to pull this other.
Couch, but they all just sat on that. I'm trying to figure out where all the kids were.
I don't know if I should say it. I can't believe white people live like.
I don't know if I should say it, but I can't believe white people live like that. How interesting is that? Barbara, thank you so much for the gifted. I've seen Kelly in other communities other than this one, Beach. Right. She's always saying somebody else. That's because Brittany wakes up every day wishing she was somebody else. It's projection. It's what Brittany does. It's another way to get a grift behind the scenes. Right. Well, why do you think she's suddenly showing her baby and all of that? Okay, here it is.
I'm answering pro se, and as I'm responding to that pro se, yes, I reach out to him to ask him to give me an extension. Or my God, go research it. There's not one person on this. Oh my God, I'm sick of these people, Craig.
But that's what they want. They want to see you get.
There's not one person on this platform that's going to come in here and tell me something that comes straight from the clerk of court.
The clerk of court. You heard it, folks. It came straight from the clerk of court. James Still says, when BJ is procreating, she's thinking of you, Jess. I mean, she does call her baby granny, so it is a little fucking weird, but you know.
They want you to show everything like she does. That's what they want.
Oh, is he?
I thought I'm not transparent. Now I show everything.
Okay, if he's sniping me.
Might as well start showing everything.
I mean, yeah, at this point, I'm.
Demon, thank you so much. Sorry.
Because I'm not the.
That's what it's all about. It's about the show. It's not about our lives. Our
and then Buzzy's going to sit there and tell Brenda she's going to help her get her money back. Hey, Buzzy, who's going to help people? Who's going to help people get their money back from you?
Those are real fraudsters. They need to be prosecuted.
Y'all make no mistake about it.
Make no mistake about it. Brittany knows the saying, make no mistake, because of my lawyer's letters. By the way, this is once again, Brittany is implicating the clerk into her fuck shit because the clerks are not allowed to give legal advice. And she has done this so many times. Legal advice. Oh, the clerk said this, or this woman did that, or they, whatever.
These people are coming at me. Think about it. These people are coming at me hardcore, accusing me of scamming because they are the ones doing it.
Just show your receipt again.
Just show your fake receipts again, Brittany.
They just couldn't.
Remember, 4 C&Ds cost $10,000, folks. 8.
Use that you don't have a lawyer working on this case when they thought you had to stay on retainer. They don't understand it was a contract for just what he was doing. Like a
retainer. Anybody remember when Brittany said that this lawyer is on retainer and she has to make a one-time deposit and blah, blah, blah? She said all of that. But she also said that the lawyer contacted CPS for her. Yeah, this is old.
Contract worker just does just the roof, right? He was contracted for just defamation against a couple of people, and that's it.
Ain't that interesting? So that was November 4th. Brittany was answering pro se. There was another time she also said that she was going to, whatchamacallit, file the paper, that she filed the paper that morning. Of course, she never filed no paper. She called my lawyer and said, it's imperative that you call me back. That's what she did. That's where she said she was asking for, him to give her more time, as if he would ever do anything kind for you. Any advice from anyone over here? Yeah, Brittany has a delusional disorder. She'll listen to the haters that no longer necessarily hate her. Yeah, they're always great. But that's about it. She won't listen to anybody else. Just the people that put her down for 2 years. They're the ones she likes to run to. Thank you, TK. If you can all take a moment, slash that thumbs up. Unfortunately, their unemployed mentality is why would I go and waste my money to appear in court if the courts have no way to garnish my income? But they do have a way. That's where she's mistaken. Brittany's whole saying, if you can't get blood from a turnip, are you telling me YouTube doesn't send her a monthly check? I mean, come on. You're telling me her subs don't send her money for new tires and this and that? All of that is garnishable. She lies constantly to her viewers and they just stay. Yeah, they should say, like Brenda Stapleton did, where the hell's my money I gave you? Why do you have nothing to show for it? She should have gave that woman her money back, you piece of shit. What Brittany did can fall under criminal in North Carolina. She raised money under false pretenses. And instead of worrying, I'm not even going to go there. That's the path she chose. You can eat the turnip. The turnip can still be placed behind bars. The turnip can do a lot of things. There's the pro se recording. We did that one. It's so funny because I knew Brittany was not going to wake up and talk about this in front of Craig. I knew it. I told you, I said, watch, she won't acknowledge it at all because Craig's in the room. If Craig leaves the room, she'll bring it up. But she'll never come flat out and say, yeah, Granny got the judgment against me, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't want Craig to know it. I wish I could, I wish it was on the docket so I could prove to you all that what a liar she is. Unless someone goes after her fraud, she will continue. We all knew it. Yeah. We don't give two F's about you and your dirty, roach-infested lives. Pay up. So glad you're informing her because people around her are not smart enough. We have this whole way. If you think about it, we've given Brittany a lot of legal advice throughout all of this. I don't know, Caroline. She'd have to take that up with my lawyer. I have no idea. Wow. It was nothing good, Linda. Her hiding under the fact she's doing true crime, sending videos to Melissa, and Melissa's going, wow, I can't believe it. And Brady's going, uh-huh, we got something up our sleeves. Let's hear this. Miss Liverbird, another gifted. Thank you. This one kind of hurt. I'm loud, but this one hurt my ears.
There was another court case today. Well, there's two other court cases today. Granny and Granny's watching versus allegedly with Brittany J. Granny won because, well, I think she would have won anyway. But Brittany, you didn't show up to court. I can't, bitch. I cannot. What world is this? Like, what?
That's the other misunderstanding. We didn't win simply because Brittany didn't appear. I'm sure it helped, but that's not why.
I can't. How do you not show up to court? How? Why? Why? How? Why? People. So you send to C&D. Granny's lawyer is like, no, bitch, not today. Gets the default, gets all the business, whatever, does 9 million hours of work, 10 grand. You're notified and you don't show up. I'd have been camping out there, literally. Like camping in front of the fucking court. What world is this? And these people who are like, oh, I'm true crime. I'm this. I'm true crime. I watch true crime. How do you ain't supposed to stream? And two, that you're...
That part. These people that claim to love true crime and be true crime creators and blah, blah, blah. The lack of understanding or respect towards our courts is literally insane. I've never met people who are so ignorant to the process, yet they cover the process. I guess they think playing Long Crime or one of those shows makes them true crime people because they really have no idea what the hell they're talking about, ever. BJ would not have won. Sheree lost. Right. Brittany could have just simply argued why she shouldn't have to pay lawyer fees. That's it. That's all the argument could have been. When Brittany was told to have her witnesses ready, the witnesses would have been a professional, like another lawyer that could have said, hey, these are unreasonable lawyer fees. That would have been her witness, not Warschmiegel, not one of your reject moderators. She wrote it in the comments that she realized it. It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. But she'll think she might grow up if she's locked up. I don't think anybody deserves to go to jail, but I feel you, because at some point there has to be accountability. So let's start with this. This is the road, and she's, if she thinks she's going to overturn this and blah blah blah, whatever, bless her heart. But when the RICO comes down, when that comes down, they're all going to be scrambling, because they're all going to want to eat each other alive, because it's what is it? Severally, whatever. Basically, either we can pursue one or we can pursue all. And if we pursue one, the others, that one then has to go after the others for their parts. That's going to be interesting. We already know who they're going to throw to the wolves. And unfortunately, Tony's no longer alive. So, I mean, although you can still whatever, but yeah. I literally don't know why Jason would have been gobsmacked. If she had shown up, I would have been gobsmacked. That's when everybody kept saying, like, is she there? Do you think she's going? Blah, blah, blah. No. No, I do not. She can't reverse court orders she never showed up for. Well, you can't present new evidence either. So in order to even appeal, she has to put up a bond, okay, to prove that the appeal is in good faith. You don't just get to appeal everything to avoid accountability. And all she's going to do is show more abuse towards the process. She's the one that's weaponizing the courts. For all her grifting, like the legal funds, combusted windows, flat tires, etc. Yeah, I knew. We all knew. She was live at 5 a.m. for fuck's sake. Did we really think she was appearing? She has no means for an appeal. She'll never make it through the appeal. Appellate court is a lot harder, and there are procedures you have to follow. Her own lawyer in the RICO couldn't follow them properly. I'm positive it would cost Brittany more to retain a lawyer to get through the appellate process than it would just to pay what she owes. Us who love the people not understanding that the case with Tony is still ongoing. His wife, right? Well, his wife was named, right? So it's Dana Mathis and Tony Mathis versus me. Tony's deceased, so his claims are out the window. They just go. Tony's wife is alive, so therefore is still there because of her claims. They haven't even notified the courts that Tony's deceased. I'm not paying that lawyer to notify the courts that Tony's deceased. That's on them to do that. Now, she's not going to win with her claims. It's very unlikely, but that's where we're at with that. BJ needs to humble her ass and pay. Yeah. It was very fitting that we went to the Liberty Bell. We went and saw where the Declaration of Independence was signed. How long does she have to pay me? So once this is on the docket, let me make sure I have this correct. Soon as it is docket, it's on the docket, my lawyer can start against her. And yeah, it's just a matter of the docket. I don't think it's a matter of paying within 30 days, Princess Gaga. I don't think it works like that. I just don't understand how some don't realize BJ started this lawsuit. Grady and her attorney finished it, but BJ started to file it with the C&D. Yes. And that's what Brittany's trying to make people forget. She wants to act like that's not what happened and that she's a victim of me. I don't even think it's a strategy, Choo-Choo. I honestly think she probably wants nothing to do with any of it. And, oh my gosh, hold on. Let her put up the 9K plus to appeal, because then the money goes to Granny in the end of it anyway. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Gertie. I heard that apparently as the RICO is an appeal, you've not incurred any legal fees. I simply cannot believe they're choosing to ignore the extra fight you and Barku had to do in and out of court. We've had, they've done, whatchamacallit, they've done filings since we've been in appeal. We've had court hearings since it's been in appeal. We had to show up for safety concern hearings since it's been an appeal. What you hear is people talking out of their asses because they're fucking angry and whatever. Miserable. That's what you hear. All I hear is moo. Caca. That's what I hear. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I think I got something. A lot of angry cows out there, folks. Some that don't even recognize their cows. All right. I got something for you. Since Brittany is claiming Granny lied, here we go. One's in the chat if we're ready. Get the chat alive. I think so, Mom. I think he's hiding under a hung. That's what I think he's hiding under. That's what I think he's hiding under. All right. Who's the liar, Brittany? And now, this 14th day of July, upon consideration of the petition for attorney fees and litigation costs of plaintiff Jessica and any and all responses thereto, it is ordered and decreed that the attorney fees and costs are awarded against Brittany Nicole Jackson an amount of $9,030 and no cents. And $842.89 in litigation costs, totaling $9,872.89, along with an additional amount of sanctions and amount of zero, because we put the zero there. You can thank us later. There it is. Signed by the judge. Stop telling me I'm lying. Good morning, barbecue. No sense is about right. There's the order for dishonest conducts. I still wish he would have put the sanctions in, but I get it. I get it. That's definitely a PA court doc. Yeah. Barbecue, can you believe Brittany's saying they're saying I'm lying about what happened in court yesterday? That is their go-to. I'm not on Kick right now. That is their absolute go-to. This is what they've always said. They've always done. Oh, they're lying about what happened. That's not what happened. It's not what the judge said. Blah, 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 blah. Every time there's a court hearing. Yeah, for dishonest conduct. Being deemed a liar by court is not a good thing. Being deemed dishonest by the court twice is a horrible thing. I think the next step is the demand for payment. You should give her a certain amount of time to pay. And then, yeah, I know, Cheyenne. And you're right, Straight Talker. He knows what he's doing. Absolutely. Exactly, Pet My Peeves. The sanctions are coming. Sure can, Kana. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to do. She won't. Thank goodness. Sorry, I thought you were on both. Oh, no. Because I knew that this would, Hey, my favorite bee. Right, this judge is a liar too. An illegal document, dishonest conduct means an intentional act of lying, cheating, or trickery. It often involves breaking trust to gain an unfair advantage or to cause a financial loss to someone else. I hope she keeps listening to those idiots. Me too. Me too. I want to see if she spins on the document you were showing. I want to see it too. Exactly, July. And NC bank accounts can be seized, property sold. These people type in what they want the AI or the Google to respond with, and they get the response they want, and they run with it with this false sense of confidence. It is pure ignorance. I don't know if people recognize this, but when you use like AI, ChatGPT, and all of that, You are training it to your responses. You are slowly kind of like some of these creators do, right? You're slowly brainwashing the AI to tell you what you want to hear, just like Brittany and many others do with their audience. You create a hug box of an AI to respond to you. It will tell you what you want to hear. AI is the biggest yes man on the earth. You literally teach it to tell you what you want to hear. So these idiots are getting the responses they want, not the ones they need, which is why you should never get your legal advice from AI. Telling it what you want. Throw that lighter down on the like button. AI psychosis, very real thing. I've seen it. Absolutely. Roach is up her sleeve. I take pride in using my own brain. Well, at very minimum, she should have asked her lawyer when she still had him. She should have said to him, what does this mean for me? But instead, she lied to the lawyer. Oh, no, they lost the appeal. It didn't go in their favor. Blah, 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 blah. If Brittany lies to her lawyer, she lies to her partner, she lies to her own fucking kids, what makes the chat think she won't lie to them? It's delusional. And I'm tired of her lying on me. Short response. Craig says that every time he asks ChatGPT a question in such a condescending tone. Yeah, because he's too fucking skits out to read anything further. For every rule of law you find on Google, there is a rule of law that debunks it. Yep, that is why you need lawyers. Absolutely. She had to lie to them like she lies about everything. Facts. Lied about her pregnancy to her dad. Lied about her pregnancy to her audience. Well, we know they'd have less roaches and heat in the winter. I'll tell you that much. Is it 1 a.m., Beth? I feel like I have to whisper now. Has she responded since court? She wouldn't say anything with Craig in the room. Somebody asked her, Craig knows about the 10K, and she said yes. And then she turned around and supposedly emailed or messaged Melissa, acting like they got a big thing up their sleeve. Oh my God, no way. Yup. Wait till it comes out. Blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Oh, yeah. Someone said there were emails that she lied to her attorney about winning the appeal. I can look for it, but she did, yes. She lied to Rancher that they won. We need to open up a nice farm for this last group of diehard supporters to be able to move to. Can you just envision that? And Craig's running around like the sheep hurdle dog barking to keep them in line. Bio, I hope you feel better. BJ's tired. Life is a lie. Let's be honest. Anything comes out of her mouth, complete lie. You know what Brittany should do? Brittany should probably clean the pile of shit accumulating on her property. They try it all the time, barbecue. They always say, they're not telling you the truth about what happened at court. The judge never said that. One time, Brittany said that I lie about the judge's rulings, yet every single time I said the judge ruled a certain way, what do you know? She did. So I just must be psychic. There's Kelly Gibson. Where are you at, Kelly? I just played a clip of Brittany cursing you out and saying that you were me. Where's Kelly? There she is. Wonder if the court readers will read out this court docket. Ugh. No, Craig never goes outside. Only knows what I heard in the past. No need for that, pet my peeps. All her lies will absolutely catch up to her. All. They always do. Always have. Always do and always have. Hold on. The best advice I can give BJ is to beg GW attorney to set up monthly payment plan and make those payments. That's the best she can hope for at this point. I'm pretty sure they can attach her income tax also. I'm pretty sure they can. Definitely feel for the children caught up. Yeah. Do you see what War Vulture said about Grady's attorney? Yeah, he's a ghetto attorney. Mm-hmm. She said she called my lawyer a ghetto attorney and in the same tweet threatened to sue us for defamation. I love that for her. She's an angry bird. She's so mad because she now has to pay that quote unquote ghetto attorney. Because we all know Warschmiegels and Deanna are the ones that are carrying Brittany's weight. Hey, Warschmiegel, how's it feel to be so fucking dumb? Keep sending her money. Love where it's going. Good morning, Regina. Here we go again for whoever missed it. And now, this 14th day of July, 2026. This was just yesterday. Upon consideration of this petition for attorney fees and litigation costs, blah, 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 $9,872.89, along with an amount of additional sanctions of $0 for dishonest conduct. Oh, you're paying it, bitch. You pay it every time you send Brittany groceries. You pay it every time you send her memberships or super chats. You're paying it. Exactly. He has experience in actual RICO. Warbirds better be careful. She's a civil servant. Defamation is frowned upon. They are held to higher standards. Well, I want to know if Warschmiegel is typing all of this stuff out on her on the people's computer, because she works for the people, okay? Is she making these type of tweets while she's on the clock being paid by the people? That's what I wasn't it Betty that said, if the person is a public servant, we the people have a right. Did BJ ever speak on the outcome yesterday? All she said was she ain't paying shit, that I lied, and that they have something up their sleeve, that they found out something while I was at court, and basically just denying it like always, Nicole. Always ignoring it. I had a lot of fun too. That was fun. Thank you. I'm glad you came. Just like the lie about the trampoline. Since when does Craig go outside? LOL. No other pics shown, nor talk about the cleanup being talked about. That trampoline had dead leaves on it from 1996. Okay? That trampoline was not jumped on in a long fucking time. In a long time. That's what I'm saying, on the people's time, with the people's pay. No, yeah, she does. She does. Give me 1 second. I'll make sure I have this correct. Let me check myself again. I really like that cow suit you wore. And those socks with your face all over them. They were cute. Hey, BJ, the judge ruled his ruling. No court's like going against the judge's ruling. You have to have a really good reason to overturn something like that. And with that writing dishonest conduct, she's going to have a really hard time getting that overturned. Because they already marked her. PA has already marked Brittany. Judge Eckel marked her correctly in her ruling. We're currently in appellate court. This court correctly deemed her, again, a frivolous litigant. A dishonest conduct. She's going to have a hard time trying to appeal anything. Reality also made a comment the other night that they found out you all got together and decided to drive Brittany insane. Wait, how'd we do it? Was it like a group Discord call? How the hell did we all get together and decide to drive Brittany insane? That is so bizarre. First off, that's not true, because many times I was asking, like, can we chill out? So that's so stupid. Is that why she's crazy, though? Reality, we did it to her. We drove her insane. You poor thing. Thank you, Jason. Well, my lawyer, yeah, I also spoke with my lawyer, but yes. Oh my God. We all got together and we said, we're going to drive her insane. What's crazy about that is the idea that who would have thought that Brittany was going to go so low on each creator that now speaks on her? Well, most of them, right? Brittany's the one that did what she did with Clue and Cletus. She's something else. She acts like she didn't do anything to anybody, and they just like her for no good reason. Like when she said that shit the other day about nonsense, I got in her head. That's why she doesn't like her. It's like, you crazy, delusional bitch. She didn't like you prior to me. Was Nick and Lesniak subpoena? Did they show? No. They said if we know of people congregating and plotting behind the scenes to come forward. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. We know that Brittany has a Discord. Would that be congregating and plotting in her Discord? Weren't we already told, Angela, if you're listening, didn't Angela already tell us that Craig called a group meeting to get people together to flag channels? Is that a Rico? 1 down, 2 to go. Fucking right, Ellie. Thank you. Clue did it. She's the puppet master. That's it. So she's going to owe barbecue attorney fees as well? In the Rico, yeah. I know, LuTube. It's the dramatics. It would be. 22 people. Inciting 22 people to flag channels. That's, well, I'll say that's colluding. This is why I'm so sick of this place, though, right? It's one thing when you have an idiot like Brittany and these other misfit people screaming Rico and incitement and wiretapping and everything in between, right? We expect something like that from them. But when you have people that I thought knew better, people that I thought respected our courts and didn't weaponize courts and didn't really get down with all this lolcow shit, when you now have them singing and whistling the same tune as Brittany, oh my God. Like, what the fuck is this place? Who are these people? It's actually really sad. So gross. They're colluding. They're operating a Rico. Well, then you were part of it. What does that make you? Right. How could she possibly find something out while you were in court? Her audience is so stupid. It's just what Brittany does. She did this with every hearing we had. Yep, that's what that lawyer said. There's one thing I can leave you with. You're not crazy. They are. That meant a lot. I don't know, One Red Rose. No matter what she has up her sleeve, the court has ruled. First off, she'll probably nod out before she decides to get it out of her sleeve. It'll probably crawl out before she decides. She's an idiot. Well, never say never. I'm talking about people that I never recognized as lolcows. Like, I would have never thought these people were exactly what they were screaming against. But I guess I should have known, right? Do those watching not realize why she didn't come to the internet until midnight? Do you think she's going to claim she had a medical emergency that prevented her from appearing? I don't know. That's a possibility. That's what I'm saying, Sigmund. It's actually sick. The assertion that redirects from creator to creator is an overt act and a Rico. It's fucking insane. Somebody better tell YouTube they're operating Ricos. No, I don't think she's pregnant, Mrs. America. She thinks she can do whatever in a courtroom and then come out here on the internet and do whatever. But guess what, Brittany? You're better off just shut up and not talk. Yeah, she should just not talk about me anymore. How many times do you have to be put in your place before you learn? I'm not the fucking one for this. Well, I thought so too at one point. It's just Irish. And then I thought, oh no, I had it all wrong. I should have trusted my instinct. I called that too, that she would wait till wee hours of the mornings go live. We get a full speech about marketing from reality about collecting off-platform cash, then are called RICO for using a real platform function. That's what I'm saying. She was included in that redirect. So are you part of it? I don't know, Buffalo Jill. I think he's on a leash from Brittany. She's going to keep going until she winds up in jail. That might be a possibility. She just thinks she's above all. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is, once again, did you see it, Lynn? The courts got Brittany for dishonest conduct. As determined by the court, dishonest conduct. Who sends somebody they're already in active litigation with a cease and desist and threatens more litigation? Who does that? Like, are we in a twilight zone? Is this the upside down? Holy shit, it's weird. Let's talk about the criminal enterprise, like the people that were in cohorts that didn't get C&Ds. Well, that's what I'm saying, because it's starting to kind of line up, right? Can we talk about that for a minute? I was never one for these rabbit holes, the tinfoil, all of that. But I do find it bizarre the way people are moving and acting. And it's almost like they were strategically placed, which is why they were never received a C&D, a threat of litigation, nothing. Just completely, blown over the entire time. And where are they at now? It leads home, the Blue Star says. It leads home. Yep, dishonest conduct. Oh, the shame. Her lies are out of control. It's ridiculous. And a handful of peeps relieve her. But they don't, though, right, Lutubis? Because we saw this. We saw it. We saw it with the private messages that came out. We heard it when whatchamacallit came out and admitted how they really felt. These people say what they think their audience wants to hear, and they write it all in private chat, what they really know. Right. Twice now, Brittany, from a judge, was deemed this way. I don't know, oldies. It is very odd, Colleen. Legally declared a liar. I know. I'd be mortified too. I know, Sigma. I hate it. The few times you don't listen to it, right? I disagree with that. She took some low remarks too. I remember Brittany said it's because she's a pick-me. She's a pick-me, and that's why she didn't get one, because she wanted one. Good morning, Chrissy Cat Lady. 1,000 times I must listen to teacher. She has screened the course will prove it. And so they have. I really would stay away from poking at those two. Only bring more drama. You don't need any more grief. Protect yourself and ignore them. Right. Not that anyone cares enough to pay an attorney, but the most likely could be brought up on a RICO. I know. Remember when it was said, you can have a difference of opinion here? Bullshit. Thank you, Tammy. Huge congrats to you, Granny. Thank you. That's what I said yesterday. BJ has said that there was going to be a divide within the dark side and who didn't get C&Ds and where are those two sitting now? Meanwhile, Brittany's whole bright side, not so bright side, have all crumbled. Yeah. Let me see. Who just wrote that? Pet My Peeves is so bright. These papers all coincide. Like when we go back in front of ECHL for punitive damages, this all gets brought up. I wasn't doing full live reviews, Demon Chihuahua. I am sorry. I didn't put it on kick because I was hoping to show the paper. And everybody screams, don't show, anything on there. But good morning. Did you see the paper clue? Look. for dishonest conduct. Granny, no, you weren't, but she has an obsession with you. I didn't think you would get one. Didn't think she'd be that stupid. Thought it would be Jay. Yeah. I decided not to hide today. Apparently, you go to kick to hide. I wasn't going to hide today. When is truancy court? That's a good question. Isn't that in August? BJ thinks it's going to happen exactly how it was relayed by you. She's a damn idiot. She is a damn idiot. She likes to just pretend to be one step ahead when we all know the bitch barely moves. She ain't stepping nowhere. That is absolutely hilarious. Dishonest conduct. Yep, even the courts recognized her. But of course I lied, y'all. Brady don't have to pay shit. Granny lied. That does happen a lot, Sigma. That is true. And oftentimes I ask my chat to back off people when that happens. I'm proud of the courts using real laws to get justice. Amen. Anid said 825. Thank you, Anid. But I didn't expect her to send one to her and then have the numbers. Thought it would be Clue, Jay, Queen. Yeah. Well, Trisha's in a whole nother over the pond, so she ain't going to get her. Here not hiding, but I'm in disguise. Yeah, proving yourself here. Thank you, Miss Jackson. As Queen says, sometimes God lets you watch, and this is happening now. Boston was shocked you got a C&D. She thought it was only Clue. Yep. Mark safe from having to attend truancy court in August. I think hate's a very strong word. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Liza. You just saw Earth's cam slip? Yeah. Anybody think Shonesway's cam? It's not even a cam slip. Hold on. It's not a cam slip, though. Earth turned on her camera. Hold on. Because this was what we're not going to do, right? And the famous words of what we're not going to do, what we're not going to do is accuse people of doxing for playing a live stream that took place a while back while you're actually doxing. That's what we're not going to do.
Okay,
What's that?
Going full
What you got
screen.
going on?
Chicken dinner.
See this, baby?
Oh, we see.
Wait a minute.
No, what is
Okay.
it? Tell me.
Do you see this? Can you guys see this?
I mean, I can see you're holding something. What is that? Tell me. What.
Honey.
No, it ain't money, baby. It's tequila.
That's a bottle.
I was going
Oh,
to say,
like,
is that
I have no
moonshine?
idea. I don't know what it is.
That's fire.
That must be what she's on when she's threatening to fight everybody. I never heard such Billy Badasses on the internet. I used to feel that way too. I used to get that worked up too. That I'd be like, rah, 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 rah. It's not that serious. It is not that serious. Take a fucking break. Take a breather. You look nuts. You look literally nuts.
I got a bottle of something.
See, what she's trying to do, though, is punch up. And that's not what she should be doing. What she should be doing. Do I say it? Do I say it? Let's just keep playing.
No, it's tequila.
Oh, shit.
1860?
It's from my Queen
He's
Bee.
taking a shot for our 6,000 sub night.
This one is for, it's a double. It's a double. One for Queen and one for her
shit.
six.
All right, baby.
So it's a double.
Get
Are
it,
you drinking
girl.
right? Are you? Hold on. Are you drinking it right now?
I'm trying to show you if you guys can
You
see it.
Yep.
Can you see it now?
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna put it on the. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on the.
Granny, did you know you had changed because she got you to be the granny you had been? I don't even understand what that means. No, what I said was I have grown. I have changed. I have made differences in my life to be less reactive, less whatever. But I can be what I was real fucking quick if you poke hard enough. I think it's sick that somebody says they were intentionally poking for that reaction. Because that's the type of shit Brittany does. One in the chat, if that's the type of shit Brittany does. Typical lolcow behavior. See, that's the problem with her. She thinks she's the hottest thing to walk this fucking planet. Oh, get the fuck out of here. She got me to be better. The fuck out of here. I love people like her that have to praise themselves all the time. I quote, the granny she could get you to be, there's something wrong with her. The granny she wanted me to be was the granny that would follow behind the leader and go down her conspiracy rabbit holes with her till there was no fucking end. Do you know how insane I would have gone? Right. And that's why let me stop.
Hold on a second.
Full screen.
Okay.
That's why she's stuck with people like Earth and Headband Wearer that should stick to writing Stephen Stearns. That's why she's stuck with those type of people, because they're easily twerked. They're easily manipulated. That's why.
I was gonna say, let me put this on here so I can pay attention. Hold on one
Well,
second.
that's more than
It's different from the laptop. Hold on. There we go.
Holy
Now
shit.
we should be able to. Can you guys see? Perfect. Okay, there we go. So it's a double shot. It's a double shot of it.
Actually, I think it's more than a double.
Like,
Yeah.
out there, baby.
Well, cheers to Queen and reaching 600K.
Cheers.
600K, you idiot. She's such an idiot.
Oof.
Whoa.
Down the hatch where it goes, we all know.
Whoa, shot.
So there's that. There's that. That is Earth on a public stream where she will only turn her camera on to be seen. That is not anything in between. It's not a dox. It's not a cam slip. It is intentionally turned on her camera. It is publicly available. It is not a fucking dox. Okay? It's not a dox. That's wild. I didn't know that. Exactly. Some people never change. That's the problem. Is what it is till it ain't. Got to stand for something or fall for anything. And there's a few times I almost did. That type of shit can fuck your head up. But I kept saying, but I don't understand. What would be the end goal? I don't get it. What would be the end goal? Okay, but even if that's happening, how does that impact my real life? Why should I care that much? Why, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't, there was never an end. And that's what those that support should be asking. Well, where's the end? Where's the end at? Just because others can have their strings pulled doesn't mean everybody's having their strings pulled. Literally insanity. So sad. It truly is. All is under one God. Huh. Right, straight talker. Ain't that the truth? Oh, thank you, Demon. I will not listen to her. Even reviewing, like last night, turned on Clune, turned down the volume, popped in a few times, but that's all I can support without listening. I know. Exactly, and it's all insanity. It's all insanity. Yeah, I got to stop ignoring it, the Wandering Sub. I really do. But we put the ruling up. Brittany is a liar. We knew that Brittany wouldn't acknowledge this in front of Craig. We knew that Brittany would make her a victim of everything. Why do you say that, Tip? I'm behind, but what BJ thinks she has up her sleeve is shit nonsense sending her stuff at your fundraisers. That doesn't do anything. That wouldn't help Brittany. That won't do anything for her. I checked out in April with all the conspiracies. I don't remember you threatening to play calls. No, I didn't threaten to play them. What I said is I have them. That's not a threat to play them. BJ in reality kept saying they only knew what we know. BJ said, I don't know anything. So let me guess. Brittany's going to get misguided guidance that's going to tell her that she can appeal on the basis that I had a fundraiser to pay my lawyer. So therefore, she shouldn't have to pay. I think that's the avenue she probably thinks she's going to go with. I think that's where they're going to head, but it's not going to work. Is she okay with her pick me, Trixie? Wow. Who didn't know that was coming? Are you down that bad? Are they down that bad? That's sad. Oh. Right, Roxy. And Brittany doesn't think that her giggling about that and making a public statement that she's not going to be paying isn't going to be used against her? It's going to be downloaded and presented the moment we have to pull you back in for punitives because you're ignoring what my lawyer's sending. She mentioned something about needing to get a hold of Texana for something. I don't know anything about that. Then she's at fault too. She had a fraudulent fundraiser and brought frivolous things. Why would you want to contact a convicted child murderer? I know. People are unsubscribing right in front of her. That's a shame. Yeah, because she's saying that I lied about it, but I just pulled up the document. And yeah, you can't present anything on appeal. I think the idiots supporting her are angrier than her because they're the ones that are going to be paying it. That's what I said. They're mad because they now have to pay it. Comprehension is the issue. Right. Nothing says I lost. Like pretending you're sitting on an earth-shattering secrets you just can't share yet. Exactly. She'll have to post a bond to appeal. Exactly. The judgment will follow her and accrue interest every day. Right, exactly. No, you're right, Runs with Scissors. No fundraiser was done for the declaratory, but even if we had no from other courts, the crowdfunding has zero effect on judgments. Exactly. I'm just taking a wild guess at what she could be. I don't know if this is the case. I don't know imperfectly. That's what I'm wondering too. If she mentioned Texana, I wonder if she thinks she can pull something regarding being denied from appearing via phone and her claims of medical BS. But why would Texana have to do with that? Froggy's X account is gone. Wonder if she took it down or if it was removed. DoorDash was only $11. Right. And then she tipped 11. You won't have any problems for a judge to sign off on garnishment with that statement. Exactly. And he'll likely go ahead and put punitives in as well, making a mockery of the courts this way. She was already deemed twice in PA. How many more times do you have to be before you just decide to stop fucking with PA courts? Oh, okay, Shauna. Exactly, Pet My Peeves. It is a savior complex, isn't it? Agent, the bond is the judgment. You have to put it up that you aren't filing to appeal to prolonged judgments. Exactly, Java. Oh my God, it's so true. She needs to put her big girl panties on and handle her business by herself. I get it now, little D. That's how easily you can be misguided with the chat. That's why you should always double check. No DoorDash is there at 11. My DoorDash account has 12 minimum, and that would have a tip and a service fee in it. So it'll be closer to 19 or 20. Thank you, Up to Good. It's their fault. They paid for what she is responsible for. She did this to you. Hashtag FUBJ. Yep. Beej won't FOIA shit. She never does. She's going to wait for somebody else to do it for her. That's what Brittany does. Everybody does the work for her. You going live, Clue? BJ can't pay the 9K fees from C&D. She crowdsourced 10K for it. She crowdsourced way more than 10K. All future filings get to her pay will be added on the judge, most likely. That's why I don't understand what she's doing. It just sounds goofy because you're just admitting that you know, she deleted it. We got it already. No, you're not. Wonder if Melissa's going to help her. Ha ha ha. I must be the only one who has never used DoorDash or any of those services. They're expensive. And like I said before, they're a luxury. Daria, thank you so much. We did do a lot of walking. I am tired. The ones that put money out for BJ could be fraud. Well, they could be complicit, right? But this is, I'll be honest with you. I know like we're in like a point where like Brittany has gone real life. She's brought courts and police and ROs and everything into it. Nope. I highly doubt Brittany will ever be held legally accountable for her fundraiser. Right? I highly doubt the accountability is going to come the way people think it is. And I really, quite frankly, I'm tired of YouTube turning into that. Like, let's get away from that. Let's get away from the whole, oh, we're going to, so-and-so is going to go to jail and we're going to do this. We're going to do that. It's literally exhausting. I'm over it. Ninja Girl, thank you so much. Congratulations, Granny. So happy for you. Thank you. I never used DoorDash either. We just recently got service in my area. BJ said she was going to DoorDash. Right. I'm deleting all of you today. Knock it off. Total luxury. My daughter occasionally uses it. She will order everyone gelato from Jeremiah's in the middle of a movie. That's nice. Story's less than 5 miles from her house. Lazy. She said it was cheaper to DoorDash than it was to drive there. Don't be rude. I'm sorry. I have little patience today. Defiance disorder. Tour of my girl house last night. Did you? I missed it. Dude, by the time we got home, I was so hot and so exhausted. I got a shower and I fucking crashed. But we went all throughout Philly. It was nice. It was a really good time. As a Christian, she should know what the Bible says. Facts. It'd be cheaper to use Walmart to have her shit delivered. That $10 DoorDash fee per item. It'd be cheaper to drive there. She has a car. She has new tires. She has gas. She can drive there. Is it for sale? But what it says, the end of the night, when the moms all go home, you have to lay your head down on the pillow. That's what I'm saying. There you are, J-Dub. Thank you. It's so good to see you. It was it was too hot. But because they had the All-Star thing, they had like a bunch of areas giving out free water and they had sunscreen, everything. BJ DoorDashing. LOL, the food portions will be less by the time it gets there. Should just leave the chicken in the car. It's all going to come out in the wash. I'm here for it. 47 months to wander and sub. That is insane, girl. Insane. 47 months. Wasn't the My Girl House a morgue? That's right. I think it was. In the movie, anyhow. That's why BJ has to stay high. She is tangled in a web of lies. Here, let me, I got questions, Clove. You got a minute. Actually, let me also pee really quick. Hold on. Burr, 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 burr. How come it's not playing? My girl. Hi.
Hi.
What, so you went to the My Girl house?
Oh no, just on the internet. I went.
Oh, bitch, I was so excited. What made you do that?
Well, I was watching this YouTube video yesterday, like 15 things you didn't know about the movie,
Yeah.
and they said the address for the house, and I'm like a house freak. Like I love houses, right?
Yeah.
So I went to it, and it's actually for sale right now.
Is it an actual morgue?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so. That was probably just part of the movie.
Yeah, they just made it a morgue in the movie,
Yeah.
but oh my gosh, it's so cute. It doesn't look anything like it did when they shot the movie there. It's all bright and cheery now.
That's like the house they used in Shameless. People go, you can like take a photo on the stoop or whatever. That would be so cool.
Yeah. It's
You couldn't hear.
$995,000 and it could be all ours.
900. Wait, what?
$995,000.
Are they actually advertising it as the My Girl?
Yeah, it's got like on the listing, it has like photos of the movie poster in it.
Oh, that is so cool.
Dude, that thing's like 7,000 square feet. It's got a pool, an outdoor mother-in-law, like one bedroom mother-in-law suite or whatever. It's pretty cute.
That's crazy because them renting out their house to allow them to put the move, like make, I'm assuming that's what happened, gave them so much money, like made the house value so much more.
Yeah, it's no, that's not a bad price for it. It's in Florida,
Yeah.
an hour from the beach.
Oh man, probably so beautiful. That's like they're filming for a show called Task around me.
Hmm.
Oh my god, they're like the places that they're filming at. Those places have increased and people going just because of the show.
Yeah,
If they asked to film a movie in your house, would you let them?
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. Oh,
I
really, Elizabeth? Elizabeth said I went to school with the girl who wrote it.
oh, they talked about her too. How the real story was a lot darker, if you could believe that, than the actual movie. Like it was based on a sister. Is that right? A sister of Veda who never came out of the basement, and she actually died. Like what?
Oh,
Okay, but did you know they used real bees for that scene where he was attacked or whatever?
oh no, did they?
Yeah, they put like bee pheromone on his fingertips.
Well, wouldn't that hurt him?
Well, no, because then they didn't look at him as a threat.
Oh, right. Duh, you're right. Duh. Okay. That's really cool. That's
And
really
that's
brave.
not, yeah, I know, right? I'm like, fuck they, and they were both 10, and it took 15 takes to get their kissing scene because neither one of them had ever kissed a boy or a girl.
Oh,
And they said that it was so like
innocent and
natural.
awkward.
Yeah, because they wanted that, right? They wanted like an awkward scene. And they were like, they kept having to retake it because they would start like giggling and stuff like that. But they finally got the perfect one. And then Veda, the little girl, was actually chosen because they wanted a regular kid who was not like an actress already, hadn't been taking lessons. They wanted her to be like quirky and just like a normal kid, and that's why they chose her.
Oh, no way. That's really sweet, actually.
Yeah.
So they just like had auditions for people who have never had experience, and that's how she got the role.
Well, they auditioned, I forget how many girls, but most of them showed up having like acting classes, and you could just tell they had acted before.
Yeah.
Now, they did say that Veda had done a photo shoot at 10 months old and then one little commercial after that, but apart from that she hadn't done any acting, so they chose her.
Well, she did fantastic for never acting.
I think
Like,
so
really,
too.
really good. Oh, did
Yeah.
you, Alice? I would love that. Victorian house from 1890. Oh,
Oh, that house, the My Girl house, is fucking gorgeous. Like, it's so pretty.
oh, was it me? My saint said it was a home for single moms.
Yeah, they changed it into like a home where, like, if you are pregnant, you can go there. And
Yeah.
but I guess that only lasted 2 years because now it's for sale. So I don't know.
Oh, Miss Mary said, what town is the home in? Do you remember?
Was it Barton, Florida? Hold
It
up.
is Chicago, Demon. You could probably type in My Girl Home for Sale and it'll pop right up.
Yeah, you
Hope,
can.
oh, it was a Hope House. Oh, that's sad. We have an ocean farm in Maine, 1853. Bartow, yeah. North and South in the Civil War. That's really cool. Oh my God, I'm so tired today.
Yeah, from walking around yesterday.
Yeah, just everything though. You know what I mean? Like going down the shore, coming home, having court the next day, the anxious, night of court and blah blah blah. It's so draining.
Yeah. I do think she's telling people, like, it was weird to hear her. I only listened to a few minutes because she came on so late, and like, reality is up there. Of course, she's like, $9,000, ha 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 ha. Like, and it's, I don't know, she's like treating it like a joke. Then she's like, I don't know anybody anything. Okay.
Right. Okay, is right. Love that for her. First off, it starts as $9,000, right? But you know what happens? He serves the paper to start the interrogatories. She ignores it. He then has to file with the courts again. When he files with the courts, now he places a sanction because she's once again being dishonest and not responding. Colleen, thank you so much. And it's a circle. So it may start off right now a little under 10, but I can assure you it'll eventually grow.
Yeah.
Unless she does the smart thing. Yeah, civil judgments accrue interest. The smart thing to do would be just to make up a payment plan with my lawyer and stick to it. That would
Yeah.
be the smart thing to do. But we know Brittany doesn't like to do the smart thing because she doesn't like to admit that she lost. That's why she's trying to convince everybody that she has some big thing up her sleeve and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I anxiously await it. Thank you.
Well, they were so. Is it true that she's got like 30 days to pay, or is that?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
Once it goes on the docket, my lawyer can then, kind of like start like pursue her for the interrogatories and all. But I don't think it's true. Let me ask. But I don't think that's true.
Because I think that's what B. Tim had asked yesterday, and you probably didn't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming up. I wasn't really expecting to like be walking around and be live at the same time. So it was kind of rude of me, and I do apologize for that. I should have sat down, played some Philadelphia Freedom, and but whatever.
Oh, we were having our own conversation while watching The View. We were good.
I'm just like shouting. It was so funny. I actually got to see a lot of the baseball players because that's what they were doing. They walked the like red carpet or whatever, and some of them were signing signatures and all. That was pretty cool, but it was so damn hot. But it was a good time. And then we went to the Italian town, and we went to the Mexican town, and it was fun.
Granny was out there shaking her ass in front of them players.
You know it. Yeah, if she ignores it enough, he can request, sanctions in the form of jail. That's what I was thinking, Smoke Show. And the judge even said, like, he does expect her to attempt to appeal it. My lawyer goes after the money. He has to go after it. But I did ask.
The judge said he expects her to appeal it?
Yeah.
Even though the bitch won't show up to court?
Yeah, we assumed that's who he was talking about because he said to his clerk or whatever, I expect an appeal in this case. We better get the transcripts, which means he's going to write in a whole opinion of why he declared this. So we'll see.
Yeah, it just means when he goes back, he can remember why
Right.
he did what he did, and she won't stand a chance, is what that means.
Do you guys know that Craig before called me hot? So it's funny when he says things like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I was going to say clue to you, but you do. You're funny like that. But like, I don't, why would I come on the internet and be like, yeah, so I had sex last night. You know what I mean? Like, why would I come on the internet and tell anybody anything going on in my personal life on that format? Like, you and Cletus are an item, right? So I was going to say to you, like, Clue, would you ever come out here and tell about like your romantic life? Well, yeah, you guys are a couple. You're on the mics together. Everybody knows it. But if you weren't, would you tell these people what you were doing? Would you tell them if you were dating, if you weren't, if you went on a date, if you didn't? Why the fuck would I do that?
I probably would, but that's just because I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's just me.
I
Like,
just don't give a fuck to tell people what my personal business is on that level. Like, it don't matter. If we're
no,
on
I do
members
agree.
only and I've ended streams to go on dates. You know what I mean? Like, I've been like, I got a date tonight. I'll talk to you guys later. But whatever. Craig's a silly bitch because let me tell you, if it was me or Beach, I can assure you, it's probably why she won't come around in person or even, like you said, go to the beach.
Oh, yeah, she'll never go to the beach with Craig, and therefore she'll never go because she won't leave him home alone. I don't think. The lady from the funeral home might show up.
Or at the gas station. Remember, he was flirting with her. She was flirting with him. Right, K-Bird, because these people are fucking invasive. I don't need them in my, poking about and all of that.
Well, I can tell you who does.
Canadian,
Who does?
thank you. Who?
I can tell you who does have the confidence to go to the beach, and that would be me because we're getting ready to go.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
That's so exciting. When are you going?
Beginning of August. When
That's
it's
gonna
hot,
be
hot.
fun. What beach
So,
you going to?
Panama City.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to get a daiquiri.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Girl, I wish my Michelle.
Yeah, I'm going to Shipwreck Island so I can get me and probably be there 5 days out of the week.
Right. I love that. That is awesome. Well, Demon, that's what they use against me. So I was in a long-term relationship and we broke up. It was hard on my kids, especially on my son. So I said, I'm not going to date and be like serious or whatever until they're older and they're old enough to understand. We only have them young for so long. So they tried acting like I was a femcel. Granny's a femcel. I think there's a big difference between, having rendezvous and a feminine incel, which I don't really believe exists. Actually, it could exist. There are women out there, but you know what I mean? But whatever. Yeah. Just crazy people. Just for some reason curious.
I don't really understand what that
Yeah,
one.
Jen Sparky years ago.
Does that mean you don't?
You don't
want
have
to
sex.
date?
Yeah.
Why?
As an incel is like I personally don't. I think there's voluntary, non-voluntary.
Yeah.
They were trying to say like I'm a non-voluntary femcel. Like I couldn't have sex if I wanted to. Hey, Sally. Which is
Okay.
fucking crazy. Stop it. You can go stay at Buffalo Bill's house from Silence of the Lambs outside of Pittsburgh. They recreated the well in the basement also.
Bitch, I'd totally do that.
I would so fucking do that.
I would look like Ray Ray while I was there too.
Oh my God.
With them wigs
me?
and shit. Yep.
I'd fuck me.
I'm clipping that.
Oh, that is so good.
Where's that?
Pittsburgh. You have to send me this, Cash Tasha. I mean, Pittsburgh's not far from me. I don't know, but I'd probably get scared to do it by myself. Listen, it's the movie, guys. It's the movie. Relax.
I would go there and stay. We should do that. You want to go stay at Buffalo Bill's house?
Okay.
Would you dress up like him?
No.
Ugh.
Chaos
No
has been
fun.
there. They're only 30 minutes from there. We can meet up there, Chaos.
Dude, we went to Pittsburgh
Let's go.
a while ago. You know, the one cool thing about Pittsburgh, I don't know how we wound up at this place, but by the new stadium, the Steelers stadium,
Yeah.
they got this gigantic Mr. Rogers
Really?
statue. Yeah, he's huge, dude.
That's so random.
Fiance climbed up and sat in his lap.
What? That is actually really cool.
He's massive, dude. Like, it's like the biggest statue.
That's so weird. That's so random. Pittsburgh 6 hours away from us, GW. Yeah, I would drive that. I like road trips. They're fun. Oh, Demon, did you guys hear Craig say that ever since he went on TikTok and showed himself, everybody got so jealous? That's when the attack started.
Yeah, I heard him say that dumb shit.
Insane.
Jealous
Thank
of
you.
what?
Be nice. Right. Jealous of what? Don't forget your lotion. Put it in the basket. Right. Jealous of what? Jealous. I'm jealous of those boobs though. His boobs are pretty, they're pretty big and perky. Maybe a little jealous of that. I don't know.
Yeah, everyone wants a partner who doesn't shower and lies to them on the regular.
Yeah. Smells the way they look. Yo, somebody said something about hold on. Let me see if I got this right.
The mods were jealous and threatened.
Oh.
Poor Shayna.
Sorry.
Can't find you a Craig.
You need a Craig in your life. We knew Mr. Rogers personally. I lived near Latrobe, PA. My uncle worked for him. No way. Was he as nice in real life?
Yes.
Well, he
I
never.
think he was.
I seen a sign. Actually, it's a flag for your garden, and it says, "Mr. Rogers never adequately prepared me for my neighbors."
That's pretty good.
I knew Pittsburgh was your hometown, Amy. I've never been. I should go. And if you met me there and we stayed there together, then we can take you around the Philadelphia area. So much to do and see. That'd be so fun.
Who?
You.
Go to
Pittsburgh.
Philadelphia?
Yeah, and then come to Philly.
Oh, I could do that.
That'd be so much fucking fun. We can rent that house and oh my God, imagine how fun that would be.
Yes, I would have fun.
All right, this is funny. Hey, Craig, next time you get good and slosh, can you do a demonstration on how you do your comb overs? Because that'd be way more entertaining than listening to a child ask for food at 1:30 a.m. in the morning.
True. They freaking kill me because, I don't know, I think one day I said, I was talking about how it was true that, like, all of his hair was sourced from the back.
It is, though.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's literally the back hair comb forward.
Her hairline's weird, too, though. You ever notice that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very, very weird. It almost looks like it's a wig or something.
Dude, one of my mods swears she uses what the hell did she call that thing? Half wig, like
like a
clip-in.
hairpiece. You can buy like bangs off of online or Amazon. Like you can add hair in. Yeah. Because something don't look right about it.
Dude, my mod's one of them swears. Like she's even sent me links to these things so I can see what they look like.
I don't know, because it's hopper type of thing. Something don't make sense with her hairline. You can see it move on a video she did. It's a bang wig. Really? But she doesn't have like short bangs. They're really long.
Yeah. Dude, I think that's why she like talks so much shit about my forehead, because her like hairline is halfway on her scalp. You know, like it's like the top of your head. If you take it and middle it, cut it at the middle, that's where her fucking hairline starts. Like she thinks I got a weird forehead. No, bitch, I just have a small forehead.
I couldn't believe she had the nerve to make fun of my forehead. Hers is huge.
I know.
Huge.
Like I'm like, that's why you have a hang up with my shit, girl, because it looks normal. Like you can tell how you work. Anything that you don't like about yourself, you'll like
Project
she'll
onto
target.
others.
Right.
Yeah.
She'll
Like
target
everybody's
that.
noses. She went at everybody's nose at one point, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
now we know why.
Dude, she went at mine. She's like, she's got that like button nose where it looks like you just walked into a wall. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry that mine isn't sharp enough to write on a piece of paper with, bitch. Like
She had all those warts on it. This is true. When her hair is up, it does look super thin, but when it's down, it looks very thick. She
yeah.
might be putting a clip-in hair piece.
Yeah. And the one that they had sent me was like it goes in halfway, like towards the back of your hair. And that is very true. Like her hair, and now that she's cut it, it don't look near like it used to on the top, like thick like that.
You're so right. I remember there was like that big patch at the top of her head, that big bald spot, and she had like the hair like zigzagging in different way. It was weird. Jen K's going to Panama City the end of August.
I love it down there. Oh, and I found these shorts on Amazon. So look, I got chunky thighs and I don't care, but I am a
Me too.
hoochie mama. And I like me a short. Like when I bend over, I want, to have to be worried because my ass is going to fall out of them. Woo, child, I have ordered
Want
like,
to be worried about that, you said?
yes, like that's how short I like my shorts. I want them to be like, you look at me on the street and you're like, damn,
Okay,
that big girl is a slut. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
And I found some on Amazon and I ordered one pair of them because I was like, let me see the fit first, right? Girl, tell me why I ordered 5 more today. I said, nope, this is it.
They're that good?
Yeah, only at the beach. Like, I'm not wearing that to Walmart here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But-
At the beat. All right.
Right.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
calm down, everybody in the chat. I see you.
That might be
Why?
why?
Right. But I have like a bathing suit on under them at the beach, right? Well,
Right.
you're going to be naked anyway without clothes on the beach. So I like my shorts like that. And when I walk around, like I
My
have a
beach shorts are
bathing
like
suit
that
on.
too. Yeah. My beach shorts are the same way. They kind of like, they're cheeky.
Right.
Yeah. But my butt's like, my thighs are so fat that my shorts are always rising up anyway.
Right. That's why I like these that I got because they're going to rise up anyway. Make them that short. You know what I mean? And I found some that do. So I literally have bought 7 different pairs in 7 different colors.
They're saying they need the link.
I figured.
I think another reason BJ had baby was because Craig kept talking about traveling and she wants them all to be shut-ins. But you can travel with a baby. You know what I mean?
Girl, I was saying that when you were talking about her giving that judge the excuse of
Yeah.
like, hold on a minute. Wait a minute, lady. Because I've told this story. Baby Clue was a baby. Bro, her umbilical cord fell off in Pennsylvania. In Pittsburgh, it fell off.
Yeah. There's no reason why that she couldn't travel with the baby or leave Craig home with the kids or get a babysitter, whatever she needed to do. There's no
Right.
excuse just because you had a baby.
We had a death in her, other side of the family. And so we had to literally, right when I got out of the hospital, we immediately had to jump in the car and go to Pittsburgh. And that's when her cord fell off while we were out of town. And I'm like, there's no reason you can't travel, especially when they're little like that. They don't do nothing but sleep anyway.
Right. They're easier to travel with at that age.
Right.
Yeah. And it was funny the way the judge was like, April, is that right? We're in July.
Right.
It was like, yep.
It's
I wouldn't.
crazy.
Well, she does anyway, Sharon. You know what I mean? then she shouldn't I wouldn't either, but you shouldn't have babies with somebody you wouldn't trust. So she has no excuse.
Yep.
I buy
Yeah.
tops and elephant yoga pants like that in every color because they are perfect.
She is an honorary Yinzer. Is that how you say that? Yinzer?
I don't know. Did you hear Craig about he can't believe white people live like that?
Live like what? White
Mm,
people live like that? Is that
yes.
why y'all say yins? Like, I know they say that there. Yins.
Pittsburgh says that.
How are yins doing? Yins.
I don't understand the yins. I say yins.
You said what?
I don't understand that. I don't say yins.
Well, I think it's like y'all.
Yeah, use. You all.
Yeah, you say use.
Yins. Right, that's what I said yesterday. She'll take a newborn to the movie theater, nail salon, grocery shopping, hibachi to see the way the flames make her react, but don't dare take her to a road trip to a
Right.
courthouse.
I will say Pittsburgh has got, is that where I really like the architecture of the buildings? They have got the most prettiest buildings down there. Holy crap. Like the architecture on the outside of y'all's buildings is fire. Literally fire.
Yeah. Philly's like that too. I love it. No, there was nobody in the courtroom that didn't belong. Our first road trip to Disney World, my kids were 9 months, 1.5, and 10. Right. There's no excuse. People go back to work when their baby's 4 or 5 months old. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Silly jackals never get yins right. Eastern Tennessee says it also. Ah,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Yeah, nobody from BJ's side showed up.
Showed up for what?
Because they all act like they were coming to court.
Oh, girl, bye.
I know.
Remember how sad, like you could tell how sad she was that nobody showed up to her truancy court.
Oh my gosh, she was so let down.
Yeah, so she starts poking to
I'll have
entice
you
people.
arrested.
Yeah, that's her way of if there's anybody with ODD, I'll get them in there so I can
Right.
feel like a celebrity. Do you know how easy it would be to fit into that town, go in dirty clothes and don't bathe for 2 days, fit right in?
That's it. That's all it takes. Yeah, she definitely was mad because she wanted to be able to say to blame the prosecutor for why, you know what I mean? This is why my kids haven't been to school. We're being harassed. I raised over $15,000 and did nothing with it to stop the alleged harassment. But please excuse me and all my behaviors based on that.
I counted it up last night 3 times so far. This baby has been attempted to be used.
Yep.
For court. New Jersey. The truancy, because we heard Craig say he wouldn't accept your excuse for having the baby.
Right. Yep, you're right.
Even though it was in January when that occurred, you weren't in labor yet, right? Of course he's not going to accept that. They filed it in January. That's not going to work. So, and now with you in PA, it's fucking crazy, dude.
This is what Brittany always does, though. She's always shielded herself using her children. And then when you point out her shielding, she can say that you're attacking her kids. It's so typical.
Yeah.
We knew she was going to pull that, though. We knew without a doubt she was going to pull that.
Hold on. I'm sending that. I typed something. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Northbound and down? What? It's not the summer of fun for B, just the summer of court. And all due to her own doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, that baby was being before she was even here. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Like Nicole said, I went back to work with my first 2 days after I had him. Right. They're not no the whole world doesn't stop and coddle you the way your moderators on YouTube do. It doesn't get you out of accountability. It doesn't matter that you had a baby. Nobody else in the world really gives a fuck. People have babies every single day. It doesn't stop. They don't get to stop appearing in places or, accountability still comes down despite having a baby. Cambry says, Chloe, I'm coming to your area in October in a luxury cabin in a gated community. Important question. How much bear spray should I bring? And what other bad animals should I prepare for?
Bear spray. Girl, the most excitement we've had about an animal around here is when a damn zebra got loose. We do have coyotes, though. There was a dead one on the road when we left yesterday.
Oh, no.
And we were out swimming late at night and heard one semi-close, and he was like alone, which was crazy because they don't do that. And you could hear him yipping. He was scared. And then probably about 30 seconds later, you could hear the pack of them. And fiance was like, oh, he was trying to find them. But they'll be, girl, we looked at our security camera one night. And we keep the big dogs outside, right? The German Shepherd and the Catahoula.
Yeah.
So he kept noticing that their dog food would like disappear. And they've never really eaten all of their food like that. So we were looking on the security cameras one night. How about these coyotes made friends with the big dogs?
That's
And they,
actually really sweet.
yeah, they literally will, you can watch them on the camera. They'll like play with each other. They'll like run around. Like they're literally friends with the damn coyotes.
Oh.
It was really cute.
And they're sharing their food.
Mm-hmm.
I hear the coyotes when I'm in New Jersey. Look up Chuck's Homemade Italian Ice, owners from Delco. Chuck's Homemade Italian Ice. Yeah, he's in Philly, Snyder Ave.
Well, they've never attacked our dogs ever, but they really do come out, don't they? It'll be the whole pack of them out there playing with them. Like they're literally friends. It's so cute.
You can upload videos of that. That would go viral because they love when animals get along that shouldn't. I love animals that get along when they shouldn't.
Well, I don't know why they shouldn't get along. They're all dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The coyotes did kill the chickens, though, so.
They'll try to get your dog away from home. It'll take your dog to the pack, and the pack will attack. Like plotting? That's crazy.
Well, they can't take our dogs because they can't cross the fence.
Are you in a heat wave today?
Who?
You?
I don't know. I haven't been outside yet.
We are. It's like 98 with a feel of whatever.
Let me look.
Fucking
how hot it is. It wasn't hot yesterday. Oh, no. Girl, it's cold here. It's 84.
Oh. Yesterday it felt breezy after court, and I came home, obviously, took the suit off and everything. And I was like, oh, it's not that hot. I'll just wear jeans and a t-shirt. I was dying. It got hot. If they aren't competing for food, they maybe get along. Yeah. They don't take their kids anywhere. Be nice, try it. They don't take them anywhere, to the movie theater or out to eat, nothing. They don't even take them outside to toss a ball. It's the saddest thing. And Brittany needs to be honest with people about that trampoline and all the other clutter you have cluttered up outside. Nobody's playing out there.
No, I don't think so either.
Mm-mm.
I mean, her stories don't even make sense. So they can't go outside by themselves, but 5 minutes before that tree crashed your trampoline, one of them was out there. Well, how were they out there?
Right.
Please. It's crazy.
Her stories will always change. Righteous, thank you so much for the 20 gifted. You always do that, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. 84, when you're like heat lovers like me and Chloe, 84 is a little bit of a letdown. We prefer
Yeah.
the 90s to,
Yeah, I want
hot.
to see a 9 as the first number, and then I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because they probably don't even feel like 90. Let me look again.
Yeah, the trampoline was full of leaves from, like I said, 1993. They had coolers underneath the trampoline that if the kids were jumping, they'd hit the cooler. Nobody was jumping on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Okie.
It
I know
does
when I
say.
flew my drone over their house, I didn't notice it. Oh my God, the drones.
Who said that?
That was low key.
That's funny.
Oh my God, there's a group of wild turkeys every time I'm leaving. I have to stop and get a video next time. Every time I'm leaving the campground, there's a group of wild turkeys.
Wasn't it in your
They're so
chat
funny.
yesterday where somebody said a turkey dies if it rains?
Yes, they super chatted that. A domesticated turkey dies if it rains.
Oh, what?
Let's see. Maybe if it's flooded. Oh, it's a popular farm myth.
Mm.
But a cold rain can still kill young or sick birds. The hypothermia. But yeah, it's an
Hey,
old farm myth.
I will say this. I don't know why you're apologizing for leaving me and B Tim up here yesterday, because we learned that our parents are all liars.
Why? It's not
Well,
illegal to drive with the light on?
well, maybe that, but did your parents never tell you don't touch a baby bird in a nest? Because
Yeah. The
the
smell of the human will stop the mommy from coming back.
bitch, that's a lie.
That goes for all baby animals, like even like baby deer and all that.
No,
Leave them where
that's a
they're at.
lie.
Says who?
He Googled it yesterday.
Uh-uh.
I swear to God, all of our parents just didn't want us touching them dirty animals.
Oh, that actually makes sense. Yeah.
I'm telling you, like we learned yesterday that our parents were all dirty liars.
It's funny how there's a universal parental lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole world sticks to that lie.
Yeah, there are some lies that parents like.
Just
one
like driving
parent,
with the lights on in the car. It's not
right?
illegal to do that.
I promise you, one parent came up with it and they told another one, they were like, oh my God, I'm using that. And they did. They like we all were raised. I have to apologize to my daughter now because I always told her that don't touch the baby bird because the mom bird won't take care of it. That
Me
I
too.
lied to her. You made me a liar.
I always believed that though. And I
Yeah,
feel
I'm
like
gonna-
it makes sense to be true.
Right. Well, I'm calling my mom today and I'm giving her a stern talking to.
Maybe she believed it too. Maybe just the word spread and everybody believed it because it sounds believable.
Oh, well, first I'm going to ask her if her parents ever told her that. And if her answer is no, then she's getting a grilling.
But what if she heard the other parents telling her that?
Well, I am going to break the cycle. I'm breaking the cycle on that. I would have loved to have held a baby bird when I was a kid, but no, couldn't touch it because the mom wouldn't feed it anymore. That's a lie. I feel so let down.
If you touch a baby, same thing with baby bunnies. If you touch a baby bunny, a mother rabbit will not reject her babies just because a human touched them. This is a very common myth. Wild animal mothers generally do not abandon their young simply because of human scent. Wow. Oh my goodness, that is crazy.
Oh, that makes me mad.
Oh my goodness. Always Groovy said we confronted ours when we learned from a park officer.
What did they
Farrell
tell
has-
you? I'm curious what they tell you. Did they tell you that they told you that just so you wouldn't touch the little baby animals?
I wonder if it's something they actually believed, because how do you do a study on it? And maybe so many baby birds were abandoned that they assumed it's because the humans were touching them. And they just thought, well, let's see if this is it.
Mm.
But it's not just baby birds. It's all baby animals I've always heard it about.
Yeah, me too.
I just Googled it, Lucid. It's not true.
What? That's true about swimming? Not swimming after you eat?
Oh, yeah, that's a real thing.
I thought so too, but Someone in the chat said it's not true. I'm going to Google it right now. You know, our parents told us that, our moms, because they were like, I want to be able to
Sit down and enjoy my meal.
suntan. Yeah.
Not watch you. Yeah.
Yep. We swim after we eat all the time here.
Yeah, me too. Oh man, the ocean water felt so good. It was like 76 degrees.
Really?
Yeah, I can't wait to go back.
Dude, that's why I was like, we're going to go late August. I wanted to go like mid-July, but oh, that's a lie. Swimming right after eating does not cause you mother. Mm.
Oh, the lies just keep piling up. Just keep piling up. Google is killing all the lies.
You see, if that's why we can't.
Look what Iraqi said. What about the Tooth Fairy, guys? I'm starting to really think the Tooth Fairy might not be real.
That's funny.
Jellyfish are so bad in July and June. Yeah.
The Binky Fairy. That's
a
thing
cute one.
Oh, on the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. It worked.
Yeah, what if Google's lying?
I guess.
Who can we even trust?
Dude, I've been watching this Bondi Beach. I think is how they say it. Bondi Beach in Australia. Girl, them little. I would never swim there, and I love the ocean. Like, you couldn't get me in that water. They got these things, because they have these, like, I forget what they're called, bottles something, but they like sting you, and like they look on YouTube, you can watch Bondi Beach, and they have these things that with these super long tentacles, dude, and they leave welts on your skin. Like, people are coming up to the lifeguard stand all the time with the stings. They got sharks really bad. This one guy stepped on a sea urchin.
Yeah, they should leave that area to the wildlife then. It sounds like they own it. Blue
No,
bottles.
it's like it's their whole beach.
Ah.
Like, these things roll in. Like, it's not a joke when they say like that Australia is probably the like most dangerous place to swim in the ocean.
All their animals there are crazy. TJK says, I had a C-section for a 10-pound baby on a Monday, and I was at nurses school clinicals on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Right, TJK. That's exactly my point. The birth thing goes back to my grands, who'd be 114 years. Yeah, I think they didn't have the internet to know if it was true or not, and it just caught, word of mouth.
Blue bottles, that's it. They're so pretty.
Bottles.
They're gorgeous, though. If you look them up, they're really pretty. But holy crap. They obviously hurt a lot. There's all these kids all the time coming up being stung by them, and adults, and they're like dying in pain.
Oh, they are pretty.
Aren't they?
Very pretty. Oh, yeah, I want to swim with that.
But that's the thing. They're everywhere on the beach. And there's camera scenes of the guys showing like them just laying out on the sand. And you can't see that in water.
No. Blend right in.
Yeah, the Portuguese man of war. Ugh. They got some scary shit in Australia. It takes balls to live there. I'm telling you
their
right
animals
now.
are gigantic. They're spiders and shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, they wrap around you. That's the problem.
And they're like stinging with each wrap around.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You should see the people that come up to the lifeguard stand like these are grown men like brought to their knees from these things stinging them.
Do they have to pee on those ones too, like we do here?
I don't know. I haven't seen anybody pee on them. They just go to the lifeguard stand and they got some kind of cream they put on it. Is that a myth too? Let me look.
What, pee? No, that's real.
I'm done with this internet today already.
Peeing on a jellyfish is real. On a jellyfish thing. I stepped up, and if I had to,
Oh,
I'd
guess
pick
what?
any one of you. What?
Guess what? Urinating on a jellyfish sting is a popular myth and not a recommended treatment.
No,
It can,
bullshit. I've
urine
experienced it.
is, listen, urine is too dilute and can actually trigger the jellyfish's stinging cells to release more venom. Instead, rinse the area generously with seawater. Yeah.
Nope. Nope. I'm calling bullshit. Pee works. The old tried and true. It works.
Have you ever done
Who
that?
the hell
Kelly?
has vinegar at the beach with them? No. Yeah, I peed on a jelly sting. Absolutely.
Actually, quite a lot of people use vinegar for a sunburn.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So
You
just
stink.
frying your skin up like some actual vinegar,
Like you
oil.
do.
Let's just bring the
stink.
whole kitchen. Yeah, that would make you stink.
Yeah.
I got to bring vinegar with me to the beach. Man, I stayed in the ocean for an hour and a half last week. I just let the waves take me. Oh my God, it was so good. So nice. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Look, they said in Australia, we bring it.
I guess I'll be bringing vinegar with me. Just regular vinegar, white vinegar. What are we doing?
I don't know.
No,
It
the pee
didn't-
don't make you stink because you just get in the water again, and the pee you don't smell the pee. My pee don't stink.
Well, what would you rather carry, Granny? Now, come on, you can't be
St.
too
Julie
bougie. Would you rather bottle your pee for like a week to go to the beach, or would you rather bring vinegar?
No, that would stink. I'll tell you, being stung by a jellyfish will make you have to pee. Shit hurts. Hurts the piss right out of you. But you're right. I'd rather take vinegar.
I've never been stung by a jelly.
Yeah, they hurt. White vinegar? Really? You know, baby powder's the best to get sand off of you.
And it treats sunburn.
Oh, it does?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Speaking of sunburn, I got to get going to get some sunburn. I
We'll
gotta
have
pack it
fun.
up.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
gotta
have
go.
a pool.
I'm gonna go lay out for a bit. Prepare my skin for that Florida sun.
Oh my God. That's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. I'm ready to go on the water slides. Get my daiquiri, get drunk, and go on the water slides.
Wait, that did happen before, didn't it?
Well, I passed out in the lazy river.
That's what it
God,
was.
Yeah, my big ass was on that float. I know I bet I looked hilarious. I probably looked like a fat girl trying to strangle a donut. I was knocked out.
Just floating about the lazy river. They didn't come and get your drunken ass out the water.
They went to get me a refill. I wanted another damn daiquiri.
Oh my God, that's dangerous.
And when they came back, I was like, gone, son. I was wasted.
I can't believe they they want me to play this Craig clip before you go. Hold on. Can't believe they were going to give you more. But the sun will also make you tired on top of drinking.
No, that was all alcohol. And I'm going to be the same way that when we go down there this time.
Oh, that is dangerous.
The only danger is if I hit go live.
Oh. All right. So they're covering the Siders case and they're using, of course, Sav Girl, the photos inside the house.
Music in the back.
Look at that.
Um,
Oh my God. Houseway. Ow.
toilet in the bathroom. I'll freeze
Look at that.
frame it after we go through it. Want to do it this way.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. She's going to go frame by frame now.
Couch. I bet you they all just sat on that. I'm trying to figure out where all the kids were.
I don't know if I should say it. I can't believe white people live like
I don't know if
Oh
I
my
should say
God.
it. Yep. But I can't believe white people live like that. Yep. Not I can't believe people live like that. I can't believe white people live like that.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand that dude.
Isn't that crazy? Fucking crazy.
Was this
There's
last
it.
night?
I guess it was. I don't know.
It says 7:14.
Oh, yeah. It must have been. Yep.
You're an idiot, Craig. And mind you, This is the dude who had somebody, an agency, come in his house and tell him clear a pathway and a walkway
Yep.
and
Because of all the
remove,
fucking clutter. Yep.
right, like, man,
Replace the cabinets, paint, freshen everything up, all of that. And Brittany again acting like she's not surrounded by clutter. Yep.
right.
So disgusting.
And you know what? I have been listening extra hard now because someone in the chat was like, listen, every time she cooks, you never hear water running. And I'm
Ew.
like, okay, so I've started paying attention. The other night, she was obviously, I'm assuming, like getting meat together, right? Because
Uh-huh.
she talked about putting on gloves. And I'm like, now you don't seem like that clean. You know what I mean? I never heard water running, not one time. And then
Ew.
it dawns on me, I'm like, I bet you anything she puts the gloves on because she can't wash her hands after.
Ew.
I'm telling you, like, I listened, right? Because I'm like, she's clearly getting dinner, their, regularly scheduled 2 a.m. dinner ready.
Yep.
Never, not one time did I hear her wash her hands. Not once.
Ew, when she was biting at her fingernail and then scratching her face with the same finger. Ew.
I don't think they have a sink. Like,
They might not.
well, those pictures that Mischief put out, remember?
Oh
Like, there
yeah.
was nothing in there but a microwave, and only because it's built into the cabinet. But, like, on the mod chat that Angela put out, they say that the kitchen ain't even finished yet.
That has to be like, how's that? And then you're gonna sit there and pass judgment on others. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
My granddaughter is sick. She saw a house for sale and said, Grandma, I wonder if it has a crazy river for you. That's so sweet.
Aw.
A crazy river. Oh, all right. I got to go.
I'm
When
gonna
are
call it
you
that.
going live?
Later.
Okay.
I'm
Enjoy
more of a
your day.
nighttime person now.
Yeah.
In the winter, I can go on at any time, but in the summer, I want to go on when the sun is asleep.
I know that's right. It takes me an hour, Lucia. I feel the same way. Or
I'm
early
for,
enough that I can still enjoy the sun. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm forever going to call it a crazy river.
Crazy river.
And with those
It's crazy when
daiquiris, it
you're in
will
it.
be.
That
Yep.
exactly. All right. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for coming up.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Cletus.
See you.
If y'all haven't, would you please consider hitting the thumbs up on your way out? I got to get this day started, but seriously, I really appreciate all of you, and I appreciate all of your support yesterday. The $2 were 4 quarters. Cash apps were cracking me up. Thank you for that. Craig, what is your excuse to live like that? Yeah, he's just a scumbag. She's just they're just so disgusting, but that's who they are. And gotta love the people that suddenly defend them. Like, who the fuck are you people? Do you stand on anything you ever said? Crazy. Anyway, I appreciate all of you, and I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye, friends.